Hello. Hello. Right. Get set up a bit here. Lola. La 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 Lola. La 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 Lola. Right. Alerts. Little choppy, hold on, I'll fix it.
I should again go for knives. Oh, sit down, bro.
He's playing as Breach, that's why he lost. Hold on, let me just fix the little choppiness there. I don't know why it does this, but sometimes I just have to
Come on, soppy bollocks, you need to score me big points.
I don't know about calling him soppy bollocks. But yes, ideally he will score big points for me too.
I'm gonna just use this as a warm-up.
Yeah. I was thinking to just play skirmish something or warm up some a little bit, but when I see the angel, so I said no need.
You're gonna try hard, and hopefully they're gonna try hard to continue that on in this series.
Oh dear. I'm on 37 points currently. With Sop, Jing, Leviathan, Cushy, MW Vora to play.
Rats, I thought about dropping Loiter for Bang but didn't.
You don't know that Bang's gonna do well though either, do you? Buy the FUT bundle! Yay! FUT bundle! Yay! Seven? Skin Caddy, thanks for 7 months.
Ange one skirmish, I believe.
That's a tough belief. Speaking of VFL, they're giving piggybacks. Is that because they're gonna need to carry him? That's harsh, but you know the joke writes itself. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? That was a freebie. Ooh, Navi pick fracture. Okay, well, a couple of questions that I've got. Well, first let's talk about this team. Roses are red, Autumn is too. Extra Neon Rose 7. That's a good pick. Extra's an interesting pick. Neon, Cruz, Loiter, Ivy, Hero, Autumn, Extros, Scuba. I mean, Extros with a 13-pointer, pretty good considering the loss. Ivy, not so much. Scuba, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. You got Hero, he's about to lose. I mean, there's going to be some... I mean, if Global lose to Secret, there's going to be some rough scores. They probably won't, but there will be some rough scores if that happens, because I've seen a lot of Global IGLs. A lot of people team secret hunting. Which, honestly, fair enough. But, I mean, look, when Extra and Neon let you down, I'm sure you'll be very sad about it. Scuba's probably a very good pick. Neon Extra will probably be good picks. Double Longshim's pretty rough. Double BBL's pretty rough. Although, I mean, again, you did have Extras, so that's pretty good. And you had another player that lost but got 2 aces, so that's pretty good.
And I had that possibility.
Again, as long as you lose 2-1, like, it's not disastrous. You know what I mean? Like, you can still get pretty good scores even if you lose 2-1. Right? It's when you lose 2-0. That's when you get screwed. But when you lose 2-1, it's like... It's not the end of the world if you lose 2-1. It might be bad, but you've got a chance. You know, like Ivy getting 6, that's not great, but Extros gets 13, 7 gets 12. Yeah, they both got aces, but that can happen. You got more chances of that happening. And you get chances of getting bonus points. BVB09, Yanni, thanks for the 7 months.
Here for mate's downfall.
Well, I won't be here for Mate's Downfall. Sliggy isn't streaming. Sideshow isn't streaming. I don't know if Shio will be.
Positions that we use on Fracture. So I wonder if it's
Stuff now that America's have started. Now, I'm interested to see what FUT do without... Oh, you got rid of Mini Boo for Neon. Getting rid of Mini Boo, that's tough. Zinx for Extra, that's probably good. And Boo for Scuba. I mean, that was good. All your changes for Nomic. But Mini Boo... The Mini Boo out, probably not great. Especially for a left player. Okay, this is Bud's team. Minus LaRock, minus CNED, minus Mini. Minus LaRock is good. Minus CNED was okay. Minus Mini, we'll see. Plus Buzz, plus Cryo, plus Absol. Plus took a risk with my IGL. I mean, Absol is already a bit of a risk. Buzz with a 14-pointer though, that's good. You had Yampy and Crashies and Alpha, so I guess you did get rewarded by having double Fnatic. You say Udotan's a risk IGL. That's like the most common IGL I think I've seen. You got Forsaken in. You went Udotan over Forsaken though is a bit of a risk. Cryo, Cinder, Cruz, you got Cupid in there as well. It's kind of crazy. Okay, FUT, just go to Neon Rays. I mean, they're still comfortable. I mean, we'll see if that's what they're going to do just the rest of the way.
18,219 Loki forgot who I changed for who, but I know I had the Americans from last week.
Well, I've still got to do G. David's team, which I will do when I remember. But first, we got to watch the game.
he was phenomenal, and especially when we think of
Okay, what do they play? Oh, they've gone back to Omen. Does Angel know that they can't do that one way? This is classic. This is classic FPX stuff. This is little Omen Viper on Fracture. They were playing this way. This is a 2022 comp from them. Maybe not the Neon. But at least, I mean, back when they did it, Omen used to be able to one-way A main all the time. Why am I a Vikings fan? Kind of randomly picked them. What is this shirt from Mitch? That Sideshow? What do you mean, not Neon? Yeah, I know Neon was released, but not many people were mostly still playing Raids back then.
Last week around and not yet getting exit into the server. I think
like Neon wasn't a super popular pick. Like Neon was a, niche pick, I would say. Like a playable agent, but like still a bit niche for the most part. Although as time went on, Neon saw more play on Fracture. But then obviously they kind of completely changed Neon in it. Wait, VFL? Hero saved my VFL?
They're going to need that space taken, and they're going to need
We've made it to the big time.
Sop and Zeus into position.
I don't think
it's outgrown me.
Too terrified of Colossus' performance last week. You've got the stage, the nerves, everything like that we talked about. The experience gained. Hopefully now we can see a better debut, because there's certainly a lot of talk of him being a solid duelist, just like there's a lot of talk.
Going for a little north side trap play, perhaps looking for this chamber look. Fortunately, it's not forthcoming, but the trip will get destroyed.
I saw the graphic they made, so they must have thought it was worth putting some time into for good reason. I'm just going to trust our team. Navi moving.
Now, of course, with the Omen, you only get 2 smokes instead of the 3. They drop down from yesterday.
Able to shut down Colossus. Navi, quick on the trade. Zeus will not last long in that corner, and they know that Crystalli's isolated on the side. The dive out
nice
is
kill.
brave from Filu. He's ahead
and
of the
gets out.
all alone, and
Unsociable
isolated. But with the damage done, it still feels like a surefire win for Navi. 33 and 9 HP left.
Oh, they kind of.
They've also just paused, and it seems like the read from Sop, or the call, was that maybe they've gone back in the other direction. It was the wrong call, as they'll be waiting patiently to catch up Crystalli. And now Brooksick get there in the end. It's always difficult to hit that
who else screaming that loud?
With a pistol under their belt. First round in the bag. And another talking point as well, this was a map that maybe, I don't know if FUT necessarily expected to come in. Like we were talking about the bans last week. Their first ban was the Fracture opted in this series to move away from playing Pearl. And so they let it through, maybe expecting Navi not to be ready to pick it. Like when you've had those issues where you have roster changes, where you have a stand-in. This is obviously one of the newest maps coming back into the pool, so maybe you don't
Classic
expect them
skin
to
is
be ready.
very funny.
Evidently,
Personally,
Navi feel ready.
I feel ready.
I don't.
Ready for the test that is
Generally,
to come.
Viper
A
does
1-0
beat
start,
Breach.
certainly gonna prop
I
them
need
up
that to
and
not
help on the
happen.
journey. But both of these teams coming into this week 1-0, a win under their belt earlier on for FUT. You know, a lot of people are questioning the level of Gentlemates, so it's hard to know exactly what that means. And I think you can say the same
And
for
Heretics.
for Heretics that Navi face. So although both have a flawless record so far, that will change for one here today, and the chances of at least pushing to
Gotta use the
playoffs
FUT Classic instead.
will follow them, or follow the victor, I suppose. Wrap around to A after early B pressure and finding the pick. Navi will have an easy time taking this. As you can already see, Sociable, well, he's going to walk forward, but that is into his death. Just hoping that there was no one in main or that he could win the fight. But Filu's quick on the trigger. And that's another thing that's been very nice to see for Navi. Filu, I think,
Why they lose
finding a
Pistol?
lot of comfort on this chamber.
They lost
Looking
Pistol,
like an all-around
'cause
just
they were
better
unlucky.
player than what we saw throughout kickoff.
Oh,
And
yeah.
last year, but that goes without saying.
Yeah, for sure. Like what he was able to do with the sniper, like posted up on an angle, I think was incredibly impressive. So hopefully that continues. Of course, for both of these squads going 2-0 up. We'll put them in a pretty solid place within the group. I think looking at this group rather than the other, like I definitely.
I
look at
genuinely
maybe
could not tell if
GX
this was
Pacific.
if that was a Marshall or an
I definitely
elbow
rather
skin.
Filu with the sniper, I'll say. The hip argument, girl.
You know, you got another one. A little bit of cost, but this is the classic Navi. It's like you get 3 rifles and then
Like the
other,
bullets go?
Like you have a weaker,
Force
in this
field.
case, a Marshall and a pistol.
Okay, they
and
keep the
just
3
go
rifles.
broad.
It's
And that is
classic
exactly what
Navi
Navi
to
did.
start.
Okay, the first shot was a little bit whiffy, but he comes out with his ult. And going into round number 3, having the Nightfall, having what will probably
Right,
be
how do you abuse?
5
Well, they're gonna
rifles,
do the
which they
same
do.
Viper wall, it seems
They
like every
have a
round
better
over towards B.
purchase,
So
other
on
than
these
their
A
opponents,
hits,
and the only difference is the shield.
I think
That's the only
owning
difference.
I'm talking about unknowns as well. For Navi,
Really?
towards
Just
drop
listen.
is probably a good idea
It's so cool.
against the
But
Omen
for
because then
Navi,
they don't have
coming
enough
into
smokes.
Things with Chloric, I had no idea what to expect.
Like,
I
if you
haven't done it
prioritize this
early
part of the
on,
map
like,
and they
my
do execs
expectations
here,
are high because of the systems he's worked in
then,
previously, the coaches who
you know, they don't
found
have
him
enough smokes for that.
worthy
So
of
then
investment.
something's gonna be open.
But he really came in with, you know, some question marks and delivered an outstanding performance. Called a fantastic game, but also hit an incredible amount of shots. Filu won, and he's out. That's a beautiful start for Navi in a round where they do have.
I don't know if it's just 2026 and teams fear like those aggressive plays. That, like I said, it was like this Nongshim discovered fire. Like when their coach told them, like, "Hey, you can just be aggro." By the way,
To start this map off wonderfully. Now looking to move.
like, and you can be noisy on this map and be aggro. You don't have to walk around. I mean, you got Zeus pushing towards drop here.
It's not necessarily going to be easy to hold on to that control. We've already seen some re-aggression towards this side, but
Oh,
there's
it's
an
gonna hit
iPhone.
both of them.
Already connects onto a couple of those players under pressure. Sound dissipating.
Yeah, today's
But
done a
it's the
good
other
job.
to find that first pick of the battle.
Good flash,
Goes
good
in
play
a
from
little bit more.
Cristalli. Big fight.
Playing that breach
Nicely
like a jewel.
done.
It's Yetherjay holding that up top. The Nightfall has had little.
One
to
way as
no
well. Let's
effect.
go! Let's
As this
go!
Cypher is
Sit
holding the
down!
line. And now leaves Filu. He was the one to get the first kill of the round, but ever since then, it's been all FUT. I think he's going to get stamped out.
Let's go.
Oh, a really
Let's go.
nice response. A man down early, and it looked like Navi would start to, or rather follow the dominoes. as they
5v4
fell,
into
but
4v0.
Yetherjay caught by the Nightfall. They had the info on roughly where he was. And even afterwards, he decided not to move. Standing his ground and making them pay for that control. But as we said, for Navi,
I
they
agree.
came in with rifles, and sometimes that shows you that, oh, they invested heavy, they need to win it, or their opponents can tie it right back up, but that's not the case here. Back-to-back full buys, thanks to that early economy management from the squad. Filu going in again.
I mean, he's
but this
clearly
time
going to try that.
he
Get
won't
an
be
op.
taking
Get an
shot
op
down
against
early.
that guy.
A little bit of damage done, but That main control stays in the hands of
Both
FUT.
playing in tower
They
again.
can
I mean, to be fair,
decide.
this comp without a Teo here,
I spoke to Vlad a little
you know,
bit
does
before
not
this game
have the
started. One
best,
of the
like,
things he spoke about with sort of that
way to
culture
deal with
change
tower.
was
They got the
just
neon
giving
stun, I
some of these
suppose, but
players more freedom,
no
like,
Teo, no
giving
Raze.
players like Yetege the chance to show a bit of flair, like wanting him
Playing
to
tower
take
pretty much
presence,
every
take
round doesn't
initiative.
seem like a terrible idea, I gotta be
I
honest.
think you sort of saw some of that freedom and flair in the last round with him taking those fights around the tower.
They double push
those
again
players
towards
that-
drop.
At his peak, definitely looked like one of the best in EMEA. Definitely one of the best Sentinels, without question. The problem, though,
Completely the wrong side of the
Is
map.
that
I mean, you haven't
north
seen
side
anyone
push?
here.
Yeah, this was the adaptation from FUT. Now Navi clearing
One of
out
you has
main,
to
but
rotate,
FUT
surely.
sees that control early, then they send one of their 3 players on A towards the B site, the other 2 to push through Dish, go all the way
We
around
do not
through
know
the
what we
north
don't
side
know.
of the map, and then find that no one's there. They tried to crunch on Arcade, and instead they've left the A site wide open for Navi to take it. A plant will be found on the back of it. No ulti's close on that attack side. But look who is close. Filu already making
I mean,
his
that's
way
a
up
terrible
towards the Raptors.
TP spot. He can't
Still a
TP.
trap covering that south side push up as well. They have so much to work with here, but they don't have Filu
Didn't consider
anymore.
drop.
yeah, he's
It's the
caught
thing,
from
you
the
just
back. That was the
Smokes
bigger
go
issue.
down.
Didn't realize the player had already taken large amounts of control. Rixik does
The
well on
hell was
side.
that from Zeus?
Fantastic performance last week with the trade out from Sociable. Leaves things even
Lucky,
for now,
lucky.
but Yetege tag desperately low. Rixik still holding. within
Hello?
That side, looking to try and almost take over the scenario, but again, those trades are coming. The post plant, however, is ticking further and further away, and the swing out will
Oh, they
deny
killed the
any
guy on the
form of
spike.
defusal.
Fucking
I
lucky
don't know if
bastards,
Sociable's
man.
gonna survive. He has to run for the hills, and he's not going to make it out.
Yeah, another big round there from Cloric. That little decision to go full wide and leave his teammate posted on the angle
There's
behind.
no grace from
drawing
Zeus.
The eye of the closer combatant, and the spray
That was
down
a
on the
very
spike
winnable
buys
round
them
as
all
well.
The time they need. Very nicely done. As again, they were the squad that had those extra credits to work with, not their opponent. Oh, coming out ahead here thanks to such a small margin. We couldn't even see him just to spam through the smoke.
Something else, and credit where I want to give it as well in that last series was that his calls
still have a buy. Still have a buy.
from what we've seen so far. This was a full south side push. Like they all grouped up together, expecting a push somewhere, but they didn't
Gotta
send
get
a
an op
lurker.
on this
They
guy.
were happy
That's
to
a
give up
free
the
kill.
entire
That is
team
literally a
that
free
map
kill with an
control.
op every single
It's not
time.
something you see often. Like that's why FUT are trying to pincer. They're going to catch someone.
Nice.
But that's it, right?
Okay, that's
the player
Omen
they wanted
down.
to catch was that lurker. Pincer one player and then take the retake together if they even fill in the space in time, if they react correctly on the opposition. But Navi
no.
didn't need to. The reaction was good from the get-go. Nice stuff by Zeus. Doubling up the advantage found by Sop early. There's not really a way for Navi to pounce back onto that. Sending it
I mean,
towards B.
Navi, this might be the
You
most
can see
boring
Colossus
fracture
gonna hold
attack
the
side
line,
I've ever seen.
hopping around, will be hero, but even Filu coming to meet him. They'll push this as a 3-man. They do have an advantage in the fight against Yetege, but he is
I mean,
just
anytime their
peaking
Omen
with the
dies,
classic,
like, you
getting
know
the
they're
info.
coming here.
Then the bookie comes out up close.
Right there.
Still some supportive utility as well. On Crostali.
Okay, he got one. He got one. He got one.
I thought he was dead to rights after the first shot miss. They've still got to be careful. They don't even realize. They didn't realize it's a disappearing act, but he's taken the spike.
No,
with him
we
here.
can't
It's
lose
done well
this.
At least might help them a little bit on the cross, but there's still a player that they have to deal with. They still need to get past.
Okay,
Sop.
Sop got one.
A one-for-one
You just gotta
trade,
live.
but
You just gotta live.
Crostali knows that
Just live. Just
he
live.
can just play the time here. An orbital strike to make it even tougher. A clearance attempted, but just running away. They are playing
Now
that
run at
clock
him.
perfectly, and now they can just send one
Nice.
into their doom. Hero on 1 HP, but nobody's going to give him the fight.
Yeah. Planted in the end, a few extra credits,
Let's go.
but that's going to be needed.
Let's
with the
go.
reinvestment.
Let's go.
Sociable winning that fight and sending FUT right back into contention at the 3-2 line. They come into this with a few weaknesses, but even making it work on site for Yetege, getting a second bite of the cherry. I do like what Navi are doing here, though. You can see in so many of the fights, they are blitzing, they are like in the 3vx, but they're making sure that at worst,
Sop with an
they get a
outlaw.
trade
Let's
out
go.
of
They're
all
on an
those
eco.
fights, and winning a few got them back into the round, but
Right there.
fell short in the end. Time, the enemy of us all. This will be an early push towards north side for FUT. You can see the flash through Dish already, taking a lot of control, but Navi on a low buy. For a moment, looked like they would play this more aggressive, and I think they want the defense to react. They want them to push, and they've seen the dish push or expected it before based on the info they have of the last few rounds.
They're running into an outlaw.
Will not fall for the bait this time.
Only Hero has full shields. Oh no, Colossia does as well. What the hell are they doing by these Sheriff? I mean, again, Sheriff full shields, my least favorite buy. He didn't even hit a shot. He missed it. And why are you doing that? What are you doing, Zeus? That's not how that works.
They almost need to try and deny them here. They know exactly where Crystalli is. Having to walk
Oh my god, no. What a terrible round.
Poison Cloud has left him even lower. At least they've taken out Hero. That might give them a small opportunity, but with the Tour de Force online instead, this is another incredibly tough attempt at a retake.
Head spotted, but Rook 6 landing the shot in the outlaw more than
Gonna be a Gigarico as well next round. What a terrible round. Sop doesn't hit a single bullet.
Surely not getting back in here against
I mean,
the
Zeus
just
throws. That's a terrible decision from Zeus.
Gorgeous from Cloric as well. We'll hopefully see it in the replay, but like, he's jumping out wide, baiting for his teammates, and it's almost like a tag team. You know, he survives that, they trade out, and then he goes, okay, yeah, your turn, Stop. You run in at first, and I'll trade you. And we just keep cascading like that, but it works out.
A little bit of additional damage, of course. The saving of the Spectre isn't going to really do
exactly
too much
why I called him
into the next
soppy
round,
bollocks.
but yeah, I think that has been the difference so far. Obviously, there's a lot of ground to cover when it comes to this map, and I think a lot of teams even resolve at
I don't know what Zeus is thinking though. There's no way you think that that's the correct reaction, because he had seen at least like 3 people.
There was no attempt, especially versus weaker weapons. You have that early fight, okay, sometimes you're going to get wrecked by a Sheriff.
They're losing those? Live! Yeah!
And that happens, but then you look back to the other side of things.
You take a timeout. I mean, you got Neon ult here on this eco. Maybe just like full aggro south side crunch this. Come on, let's cook something up. Look, Angel's on his own. Old man's on his own. He's lost his mind. Come on. Come on. Navi and FUT didn't face each other at all. Interesting to know. The FUT jersey is nice login fast. Yes, you are correct.
This team under the leadership of Cloric, where genuinely, even in that first series, it felt like the calls made more sense.
You got
than
Neon
anything I saw.
and Razult.
And to that quickly with
Did quite a lot of Northside aggro.
Credit to them all. And I think even Colossia in that last round, he's 0 and
We'll
5
go
right
underneath
now,
with a Neon
that
ult.
opening duel.
Kind of might cook.
Or the second one, sorry, towards the dish.
They need to get an AWP on Filu. I mean, again, this is a free kill.
Like to see that.
When he's just walking in there at the start of these rounds.
I think, as you said, Colossia, Cloric, I think they're willing to be sacrificial lambs for, well, especially players like Hero and Ruxic who...
Wow, they're using double ults.
Showstopper utilized by Zeus, and actually, it's an ult round. They might not be throwing weaponry into this one, but they're trying to do the damage elsewhere. In comes the
Holy, what a thrifty!
To do it off the back of rifles versus pistols, but they can do it with pistols versus rifles.
A few ultimates thrown into the mix there, you know, the big old rocket launcher certainly helped out. A few credits and ult orbs put into it, but hey, if they manage to make these work, maybe when the rifles come back out, we'll see the tighter play come back, because that retake was gorgeous, and this is the almost inverse of what we saw in the round where they had the advantage, where they looked for those fights early and got punished each time. This time they gave up the space and fall back in, and I think FUT have looked better when they're able to take that breather in the mid-round and then approach the fight the way they want to afterwards. Nice work, Sop gets one. And
Yeah, I'll watch America's later.
At Thinking Man's Valo, are you watching America's later? And what do you think of Victor Fusen?
A little bit ahead of the curve, but they don't even expect Yedijay to be here. Spike down, Cage is being put up, trying to fight
Nice, yeah, dude.
Hero, and again, Yedijay in these aggressive positions.
That was risky.
About it, the freedom that he's being given to be a little bit more of a superstar.
But you have the spike, you just need to not overheat here. I don't love that you're about to just die to a push. I mean, bro, what are you doing?
The needle and find Cristalli, who was just sat there setting up a stun. That definitely makes this round at least a little bit more interesting, but he doesn't realize SOP is back towards mid.
Should be impossible to lose now, really.
This round.
Especially because he's not even going to try. Yeah, we're watching Americas later.
You can see that the
Victor on Sen is interesting.
And the spike is pretty well defended.
I mean, we're in a neon meta. Could be worse.
Carry this forward. And he can grab himself a few orbs along the way. Still 25 to work with. I think that's best case scenario. And again, response from FUT, strong. And I like the different level to it because they stood and waited for fights previously and it very much didn't pay off. But we've seen that burst aggression pays off for them. We see it in the retake last round, and this time, a little bit of initiative taken, and it goes a long way to put them.
You all really think any of these teams, two teams, can beat Team Liquid? You're delusional.
Real quick, Tom.
Team Liquid fan when Team Liquid would finally win 2 games in a row.
We got our favorite maps in there, so we're pretty happy about this one. But how do you think it plays out for the teams here? Say, for example, Navi lose their map pick. Can they bounce back on Bind? Or are we looking at a done deal?
They did well versus Heretics when they played it, so I don't see why not. I think it's definitely more of
Fracture Bind Split is a based map pool.
The interesting thing will be, though, I believe that they were still playing the Waylay, so it's if they're going to be running that again, and if that was more based off executes rather than the usage of the stun. We still saw it in our matches earlier in the week. Though from SOP. Again, this is only versus pistols. This feels incredibly risky, but he does
Nice SOP.
Friends. This time it's far better supported than the last.
Let's go.
A 3-man stack up rather than a 1+1+1.
Yeah, instead of taking the battle in phases, right here, it pays off using the numbers to their advantage, the weaponry as well. It is always a risk, I think, pushing up against an eco like that. Yeah, if there was no smoke down, a little mad to walk into angles against Sheriffs, but containing the fight like that, it could go wrong. But so could sitting back and waiting. As they are now, the smoke goes up and 3 players step on into it. But not looking to allow this plan to go down. Will be difficult enough to deny. You can see the smokes are being primed for, oh, well, I assumed for the second the tap comes in, but it's already going to be put into play.
How are they waiting for?
Open for Korg, who seems to be going under for the ult. Popping through the Nightfall to find info on players up above. No, the full wrap around.
I mean, if he ulted here, I would definitely take that.
Retake the start, but now when your teammate goes down, what do we do? Look where it's planted.
Save. Maybe that was it. Just trying to find a gun. Just try and get something out of it. I think this round was already over.
Nicely done. Sociable gets ult as well.
It will be a fairly clean round for the side.
Unsociable came over from Navi. He only wants to play with Cristalli. And SOP came over with a message. Fuck off, Alpha. I don't play for free.
But I think that A site, especially with how much you can set up in post plants, I think it can be incredibly difficult.
Yeah, take a timeout.
On the retake, whereas
take a timeout. It's not falling at the wheel anymore. Sociables at the wheel. Tell me how good does it feel? What would it go now? We've got Cristalli, SOP, and Zeus. We're not worried cause all 3 can shoot. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yesterday is handsome and tall. He'll kill them all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sociables at the wheel. Tell me how good does it feel? We've got Cristalli, SOP, and Zeus. We're not worried cause all 3 can shoot. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Yeah, it's like
Yesterday is handsome and tall. He'll kill them all.
But in that game, we had Sociable Fragging, where we had Zeus up there. It wasn't really necessary for him to have to take over the game.
Well, we're back into things at round 10 as we slowly approach the end of the
Little
half.
fat ass. I'm gonna guess that was a gift. No, your name is truly just Little
Approach this
Fat
end,
Ass.
heard the same smoke go down. And last
Thanks
time
for
this
the tier
smoke came
1.
into play, there were players waiting on the other side. This time, this player's waiting on the other side. But there could be a paranoia about to be sent through. It looks like it would catch a lot as well. There it goes off the back of the Prowler.
Oh.
It's a colossal set of kills in A main.
Well, the paranoia.
Triple. That's a wonderful setup. And now he is the lamb to the slaughter, or he could be. As he steps into A alone, his teammates run back, filling in that wide open B site, and he'll even go and join them. A 5v2. Such a nice adaptation from Navi. And it's just
I mean, they have money here, FUT, so
we've seen this before. Let's
want to try and do some
properly this time.
damage.
Yeah, knowing that there could be players behind, waiting for that initial fight, using the Prowler early. Because sometimes you get
Paranoia
that control
completely
of the
wrecked
free,
that
you'll
setup,
put
to be honest. That was
deep
actually
Prowler,
not
get
a
little bit more
terrible setup.
information. Because of the fight that they had before, using it to make sure that there isn't anybody up close, and when there is, immediate flash is sent through just to make it.
I think Jet should get
impossible for
instant
anybody to
dash
get
back.
out there.
Absolutely
the
not.
only reaction Sop could have was to try and stun them up and hope
They're never going to
get
make
it.
an agent again that has some
Either
sort of
way,
like, you know, permanently available escape mechanic. It's never gonna happen.
Of course, for FUT, it's not really the end of the
Raze
world
get a
in terms of
buff? No. I mean, if
finances,
they're nerfing all of
they
the
don't
other
necessarily wanna
duelists,
be
like
throwing
eventually
numbers to
the
I did also really enjoy the fact that they
like
put
if
the
they nerf
Prowler through.
Neon,
The paranoia
the
being such
duelist
an
meta
important
will
piece of
become
utility. If no one's
fairly
there, why are you
interesting,
throwing it? So instead,
right?
oh,
Look at this guy.
didn't
You think
realize
this
it was
guy can hit
quite
that shot?
clean. Hold on. Let's see that one more time.
Bruh.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say, you know, we've seen excellent.
Oh,
strikes
this guy
in the past.
did
That
shit
was
last
a
week,
lucky
so
second,
let's
but, hey,
fucking
I'll take
cheat.
it. He gave himself the chance.
I like how I think did he shoot the blast back in the air?
Oh, did he? I didn't even catch that.
I think he's clearing everything out. Well, hello. Speaking of blast packs, hello, goodbye. It is Zeus, dead to rights. I was about to say he's not going to use that early. I guess if it was a rush, if they were rushing him down, he was going to try and separate them. But
Why are we?
It was never going to use that.
That's because
And
Sop's
instead
got an
he's
ult.
going to peek out.
An ult that we gave
It's a
him.
different decision.
That is bold.
I love that he showed restraint moments ago. I just really wish he kept up that same face seconds later. That's going to be a costly hit. I mean, really, if you wanted to clear that they were still there, you'd be throwing out a boom bot, wouldn't you, most of the time? But that's not an option when Zeus gets absolutely sniped at the start of the round by the whole enemy squad. Cristalli spotted one. You won't repeat that. You know, that could be the off. We can see it is. He's just about caught by the Nightfall.
Oh, he doesn't see him.
Trying
Oh, he
to
does.
From Jing 8.
Well, we'll take a
He's
free one.
adjusted in time. Okay. I thought
Oh, it's a
Ranting was gonna take him
5v3.
down, but never mind. Now Rolling Thunder sent through, and the retake already underway. Sup gets in there and takes down Vila Kolosha. He's hitting home runs and nothing but 6-5 for Navi. 2 big rounds from Kolosha as well, and I love to see that for him because confidence building, I think, is going to be a big part after how last week went.
Yeah, for sure. Like he's a youngster, and a lot of the times you look at
The thing about that
18-year-old
players though,
players
like
that
you
have
want a
come into
neon
the
wall
league,
out
it's
there
like, there's normally
for
a
that
few
specific
different
reason, and if
scenarios.
they've come there
One is
early,
that they've been picked up for a while, and the
like a neon wall just creates the chaos where they have to be worried about the neon if they're aiming up at this Raze. Like doing this with just solo Raze,
He's done neither of those. He's been playing in
probably
the
ain't gonna
T2,
work.
but further down, and has a whole lot still to learn.
Has a
Thrown in
Marshall
at the
and his
deep
ult.
end. He's now on the Navi Academy as well, announced officially. A bright future ahead, but right now, the last couple of rounds, I think you can almost put down to him.
Thank God for Angel and Artis'
we're gonna go for a stun.
Yes, I am sure that was how that went.
I saw the video.
See you later.
Nice.
See you later.
Big
They've just
pick
been
up for
absolutely
Sociable.
wrecked. There you go. Who's
Nice.
talking smack about Breach now? You get stunned up. You get wrecked by the initial contact. A
That's nice.
beautiful initial start. That hasn't found him.
Little blip on the radar. That was their way back in. Now we look to Ruxic.
You know that where they both are. Why are you fighting?
He'll hit it, and Ruxic already grabs one. The numbers looking a bit safer for the attackers, and they've isolated Cristalli for a moment. Zeus close by, now steps through the smoke.
Oh no.
Vilu connects
Okay,
the second
get
shot,
out.
but he's going to need a
Oh my God.
The op doesn't land. And the spike
Okay,
down
he's
in a
Houdini'd
very
away.
unfortunate spot.
You have Neon ult here.
Can
Just
see the
literally
range
just
of that
when he
TP,
taps
but
the
there, yeah,
spike,
it's not
you're gonna
reaching
Neon
from
ult.
up top. He'd have to drop back down. They have a chance to catch him as he does, but
Neon
to
ult.
the site. He can swing out, get a free pick with that off, a free shot at least. And then he'll have the TP back. Whoa!
There is no fucking way!
Bragging on the A
This
side.
guy couldn't hit
And
fucking
Navi
shit. This
leads
guy
this
aimed
out
like me
with the
last year, and now he does
advantage.
that.
That's incredible. I don't even know what to say. That is absolutely ridiculous. The way that this round started off with an utterly beautiful setup with the stun and some of the craziest shots I've ever seen in my life. Well, I'm sure he'll have a lot to say about that one afterwards, but instead we're going to be hearing from Hero.
That's bullshit. It's what that is. We're getting cheated again.
In like the other seasons, and I think mainly
You got rinsed.
I would
You
say,
actually
like,
just got
it was
rinsed.
because, like, was
I
trying
think
to
that cheating is
find
what's happened.
my own like sort of like what works for me, I think. And, like,
Dude, what are these comps I'm looking
I
at, by the
think
way?
is
What the
best,
fuck dimension
and,
am I
slowly
in?
Sort of like build that, I would say, and then I think that's
Crying
mainly
wolf.
You're
why
just
I
not
did
familiar with
pretty
the
good.
Angel FBX fracture from 2022.
One thing that
No,
They've
I
always played
remember
this.
the Viper stuff. Like, it was so
energy
cool that I was
for
running it in
roster,
ranked back then
more-
too. Like,
Just like more
it's
direction.
just, I
in a
feel like
way.
it's so outdated. Like, it gets smashed.
Oh yeah, it was
by-
outdated as
It's
soon
just
as
like
the Omen
same
one
one, I
ways
would
stopped
say,
working
just
in
like
A-main on Fracture.
qualifying for
Yeah.
Masters London, and like
Yeah,
I'd
but then
say,
my question
like,
is,
doing good
you know
there,
that round
but
where
trying to get
Kolosha
as far
dives
as you
in,
can.
kills 3 people in A main? What the hell is Cristali doing
No,
with
I
the
don't really
boys in there? Why isn't he just
like
not
that
in, you
pressure,
know,
even though,
rafters
like,
with a stun or
there
something
is,
on
like, a
contact?
good
Like,
amount of pressure, I would say. Like,
what
I
is
think,
FUT
like,
doing,
I've
bro?
been able to handle it pretty well. And,
Look,
like, so far, like it's been,
7-5
like,
after
going
losing
great,
pistol,
so
not a
I've
disaster on
really felt the
defense.
pressure down.
Playing double duelist.
okay, all right.
And should have been 6-6 if not for some absolute bullshit.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But some of the setups from Footman, I have questions. I got some questions. Not going to be too critical because I like the team. Shout out.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Feeler's doing stuff like that, though. I mean, that stun ult play was really sick on Sands.
They can all sing from the same hymn
Or not on
sheet.
Sands, on Dish.
Early fight goes
That's your goat?
Kolosha down, but I'll be honest.
Yeah, it
Feeler's
wasn't my
still
goat. When I
alive, and
support
think
my goats, they don't
converted
do
the
shit.
fate
When
of
I say they're
Feeler
bad,
over that
then they
round.
start to pop
That
up.
reminded me, there was a vintage Yumpy clip. It was fairly similar, but I think that might even be better. Like, with how...
There have been a lot of
much
chamber
more
clips right here.
going the other way.
Stepping out of the
Sky the Panda, thanks for 27 months.
Just tuned in. What did I miss?
Not much.
Incredible. We've had the
You
half
missed
time,
an
but
insane
still
clip.
not over it. Clawing though. Refacing.
Did they go back?
Attackers
Please
have
go
been
back.
Spotted, but look at where the defensive side is. They are all on this A side of the map, and with 2 still sat outside of B, maybe not hearing
Please
anything.
do something.
I think FUT are starting to realize that they might be walking into a trap if they head that way.
We've like time. We need to get there.
The plan was always to crunch on one of these sites. But I do like the idea that you found the pick.
What did this shit used to do on defense? Does it not just get rocked and rolled?
Potentially over.
Well, you used to be able to omen one way A main and have like full control of A main the whole time, and that makes it a lot
Yeah,
easier
but
to play defense. But now, I guess they just hope that their chamber will
almost taking a pick.
win them the match.
Sociable desperately low inside that smoke.
True.
It's about to fade, and he's got some backup now.
Oh,
I mean,
brother.
if they're gonna peek into them,
Brother, what are we doing?
Hero fights his
Literally
way
just,
out.
why do you need to fight that?
Down in the end as
Yeah.
Cristali falls. And it will be Navi with another big individual play. We just heard it at the
Dude, they're
halftime.
playing like they don't
He's
have
not
some of the
really
util that
letting
they
the pressure get to him. I think
literally
it's fair
spawn
to
in
say
with
he
from
didn't
this
dare.
with these
My
agents. Like,
goodness.
He's got
You,
so many
like,
nuts
just
aimers at this
just
point.
make them retake you.
it's just-
You're in a 5v4. You're in a 5v4 and you know they're all coming from spawn. That should be so easy to hold.
Why
Why are we
are we swinging
swinging into
into
them?
them? 8-5. But definitely going to be feeling the pressure now. Sure, it's not their map choice, but as I said, walking into a bind that looked pretty decent
Fuck is this by?
last week for Navi. Clearly a confidence pick, which I like. I like teams going for their strengths rather than trying to target others' weaknesses, but... Oh, he hit that. Chloric is on 3 health.
I think to that. That's crazy.
All going towards main.
Crazy that he's
Around
alive.
like this, I just feel like Navi get completely overwhelmed, even with the eco stuff. You're getting fucked by double dome smokes on site. That shit's crazy.
It's 4 main. They go right back in to fill that space with 4 players. This is a good adjustment. Any fight that Navi look for has big danger. With the
It should still be very hard for them all. Para might be crazy. Hello?
That's an insane that they didn't move a muscle when that door opened. Don't overheat again.
The backups arrive. Chloric and Hero are on the scene. The judge
kidding
is
me.
here and dishing out death as Hero.
I mean, they
will
adjust
just
to
be
get on
left
site.
behind to
That's
contain
really
that
smart.
space. The others move to the site, but time now ticking. The pressure now on and a retake of main control. Perhaps
does Solly have?
Solly
Aftershock?
on the wrap, but with Sop down, the time becomes an issue.
He missed
Is
it.
it a miss? Is it
It
not?
has landed.
Oh, no, it's there.
Has landed, and Yedajay's got 2.
Let's go! Let's go!
Good shit.
Too far gone. FUT have fought back
Yeah.
into this
Quite nice,
round.
This is
with
the
a
future versus
thrifty.
the past, man.
It's actually
Like,
very nice to just
they have more
not
rounds
react
like
when the
that,
doors
it's
open.
just
I think that
probably
Navi
not.
expected,
Navi
well,
can't
they're all
play
gonna
the
be
game.
here.
Position he was in.
And then no
He
one
all the way
was.
back towards
Like when they
Score.
first opened the
But he
door,
just
it was like,
slow walked
pretend
back
no
to
one's
where
in.
They're trying to deal with everybody else. I think they just almost forgot that he was around that angle. I don't know if that aftershock would have landed. It might have done, but it's actually irrelevant in the end.
We switched over to Chloric's perspective. It had the little tag on
Let's
it.
go.
Yeah,
Come on.
The Yedajay is there. That's all they needed.
No,
And that
don't
early headshot that
fold
moved down to
this.
3 HP basically did the job anyway.
Yeah. Even if there's an immediate
The
reaction.
Navi buy punished again on defense side.
You saved the day. You bought the time.
Let's go, so.
Onto Hero.
That
An
one go.
opening duel favoring FUT, and every fight he takes will.
Yeah, don't let him get that.
As Navi come in, light shields on Fielu, nothing else to report back on. Chloric can't follow up on that seize. A good stun sent out with the relay bolt. And Kalasha
Got they
running
go.
his way back to A. And for a second, they thought about crunching it. Thought about putting the pressure onto FUT, but instead they will wait back. A rifle in the hands of Kalasha, their main hope.
Go on, swing,
High-low
Clark.
setup in play with Chloric very close by, ready to swing. But the patience on display, and I like this approach from FUT.
Don't have a smoke
There's
for
no
drop.
need to hurry and
We've used
rush
all of our
into the
smokes.
pistols. They are going for the split. And they're going in slowly. Kalash able to pick the
Okay.
first, but
That's
he'll
that
be
gun
caught
down. It only
in an
got
awkward
one.
Situation. Rifle goes to Fielu.
Oh no.
Might not be the worst hands for it to go into with what we've seen already. Molotov used to buy additional space,
Nice, so.
Well, so
Okay,
just-
no more guns for you.
working as that defensive parameter to make sure that Sociable's not in any danger. And the weapons from this point are almost like died to the spike
Let's go.
weapons. I think it's only if somebody gets too aggressive on the other side. Unfortunately for Chloric, he's going to have to break a trip, so they are going to know he's here. it's a little bit irritating. And actually, Sop's like, smell blood in the water. They're going to hunt him, and if he tries to get to the spike, he's going to walk into another trip. Just on the corner. Actually, Yedajay died, so that helped him out a little bit, but it didn't matter. He's still given the orb over. Rook6 managed to upgrade to a judge, but of course
Okay,
he has to go
let's
down to
go.
the spike.
Yeah, not really worth carrying
8-7.
through next to nothing.
Winnable.
8-7. It's been a tight game so far. And like I said, coming into today, I really didn't know what to expect. I do think that looking back at last week, especially considering the fact that Heretics made an immediate change, I do more favor the results of FUT.
See, now does that mean that Heroes had
Mates also
17
have the
4Ks,
magic
or
in play,
has he
so
had
it
17?
is so
17
up in the air
stolen aces
as to
feels
how
like
we
a
measure
lot.
those results.
That feels
Seeing
like he's
how
had
a close
17
game, and if you get a
4Ks, but
close
4Ks
series
on
here,
stolen
I think
aces.
it does go back to the conversation of the level has increased across the board. We used to have free games, easy games for some teams who didn't present as much of a challenge, and it doesn't feel like that's really the case here.
All the levels decreased across the board.
That's a very pessimistic
Oh,
way
no.
of looking at it. I think Clork's calling already raised the floor a little bit.
Oh, yes, I'll take that.
No
Okay.
fucking way.
That's not a bad start. Hero is going to at least upgrade to a rifle operator in hand, but Filu, they've been baited. Again, it's just the one.
Oh, but why destroy that trip?
Their rotation through the middle of the map. It's one thing I really like about Fracture. Is very, very quick.
Oh,
so it means
yeah.
that they are now in position, but there's already so much utility.
It doesn't matter. Like,
What do you mean it doesn't matter? They might lose this round now.
Doesn't have any
They're not going to
smokes
lose this
remaining,
round.
so I
Navi's
think
got
this
nothing,
angle
bro.
is going to be left open. Bog's going to be spammed.
Oh, God.
And Crystalli,
They're gonna lose this round. They fucking messed this up by Sociable destroying that trip.
Wait for stop. Oh, God.
Literally, all they had to do was not destroy that trip and they win the round. I cannot believe you've done that. How are you? You're the IGL, man.
But now,
All you've got to do is not destroy that trip. Surely you've realized that they're all there. Literally just wait for your team to get there and then destroy it and you win.
Has been allowed to grab the spike, and he even looks for a fight knowing the numbers are against him, and he had to turn the tables into his favor. It's not
That is a
possible.
terrible,
Another
terrible
lights-out round from
mistake.
Hero. And even that great
Why would
read,
you tell
he's
them, like,
looking
oh, yeah,
to
there's
take all
someone on
those
the
spikes,
other
and
side of the
eventually
map?
he realizes spikes down, no one else is fighting. They're buying time for something. Goes and checks his back and ends up cleaning up that kill.
I think also just from the side of FUT, if you don't have that control, and if you don't have smokes, you either need to be fighting that, you need to make sure that your teammate isn't going to get spammed out,
They
or
give
you
Sop
need to
an
find
op.
a safer plan. Like the option they went for there, which is just, let's just gamble it. It was such a huge risk, and one of the only ways that I think Na'Vi get back into the round.
And I do think a lot of that comes from Sop just sitting inside A main, waiting for his cue to go. He's waiting to hear a rotation, but it's already happened long ago. So they're like, okay, let's get the plant down so that last guy rotates, so Sop can kill him and either rotate through spawn or have that early flank. But instead, perfect reaction from Navi with the spam, with the shots connected, and with the read on the flank play.
Okay, they destroy the
That
chamber
was
trip.
long
That's
awaited.
good.
9-7.
Well, I think we saw a moment ago, what was it, 17 aces have been stolen, so I'm guessing that it's the amount of 4Ks Hero has had. He just got another one, so I think we're up to 18. We might have to keep the counter at this point with the way he's playing. 20 and 11, and still plenty of rounds to go.
But no easy
Guys trying to
round
cheat.
presented here. I mean, Sop's the real danger with the operator, but you can see the walk up here. Ruxic, first man to take contact.
Oh my God.
But he's got his smokes out. Luckily, the wall's covering him, and they didn't cross it.
They
So when
both
it falls, so too do the players on FUT. This whole B split, B crunch, it's gone.
Oh, you're
And
running
now
double duels
those
this
players
round.
have to worry about early
Wherever you
flanks
are.
through under. They're going back to clear it around.
30
and,
seconds
You know,
left.
there's no rolling thunder with it being used in just the other round. There's no showstopper to get them in. They've got an op to
I
play
has
with as
literally
well.
just sat
Do
here
you
outside
wanna
of
throw that
Viper.
at a
You are
3v5?
playing against double smokes, my dude.
Not without a pick from the
Why
other
do you have an
players,
attack off?
Zeus has to
Literally,
just go
fucking
and get kills.
run
Like
and
that's it.
exit.
It's like, he doesn't really have anything worth saving. Oh, now
There
he
we go.
does. There's a
Got it
round
right.
down.
My dude,
So, yeah.
sat and looked
Hold
at a
on to the
green
weaponry.
orb
I'll
for
also
an
say as
entire
well, like,
round.
the utility timing there from Navi was nice. Like making sure that that Viper Screamer's up while they're setting up a smoke. Then when they know the screen's going down, they predict the timing. They go, okay, it's possible the players have walked up here. Let's both be looking in that direction, which they weren't doing before. And then when it drops, they're both ready. Like that's just brilliant timing.
Oh, he saw him just about. And I don't know, because from his crosshair, it looks like he did see him. But then Yedijay's throwing a camp, which is probably not what you want in that scenario.
No,
Yeah,
I would
I
assume he
was-
didn't.
The round before, though, that's the problem. The round before is unlosable, and you had one way of losing it, and that exact way played out. But, like, I mean, bro, just why give the op to Yetj? Run an exec. Run an exec. You're playing against Chamber. Like, you're playing against Chamber with a Neon. Just fucking dance around on the Neon, run forward, you gotta raise backing you up, and fucking go to the site. Why are you trying to fucking walk around with double duelist breach? What the fuck are you doing? You don't have fucking any drones. Run. Run to a site. Your comp is designed to run to a site. You cannot be like, yeah, you get punished for shit like that. You know why? Because you're running a no fucking drone
Now, that
comp. So yeah,
second
you can't
round
be
in this
walking
house
around. Hey
round
guys,
that
let's
came in
walk
with
here,
the
give them a lot of
pistols.
time,
Looked
and then walk back here.
fantastic.
Like, yeah, no shit, something bad might happen.
Well, been 2 in a row for Navi.
I mean, even this.
And
Just
it
group
looks
up.
very good.
Both dualistic. I mean, give the
Into
op
this
here,
round, there's
and
2
you
pistols,
ult,
but
and
still
you
that
go
bomb on
run,
site.
run.
And look where Navi are. Sitting in towards B main. They want to fight, and they're going to get it. Well, they backed out.
Looking for that arcade control. There needs to be something in terms of utility for Kalosha if he's about to swing this angle. Flash is about to go through the other way. And,
Yeah, flash, but it's a
actually, he's
breach
on
flash, so it's not
around.
real.
Quick enough on the trigger to at least find one.
Yes, he's gonna ult that body.
In the meantime,
Why are you just walking to every
progression in
smoke under
other
the sun?
direction. But now knowing how open that A side of the map is. The problem is, though, just how fast those rotations are for the defenders. Like, immediately, you're going to see that Hero has now rotated. Slowly across the rope goes.
Now go back.
But maybe he will have heard
Oh
those
my
rotations
God,
on the other
man.
side, but they are running straight into the trap.
You're doing that with an op.
The vulnerability not even needed. It was a headshot from Hero onto the sliding SOP. As the op goes down, it can be recovered.
Oh my
he was
God.
so close to taking Filu. And because he's so close to it, they don't think he's there. Why would he be? One found and sociable. On site, but with an orbital strike, he'd want to be in main. But maybe he wouldn't, as Yedije is just falling there, and as he goes in to try to trade his teammate, Chloric stabs him in the back. 11 on the board for Navi, and after the timeout, not much has changed for FUT.
Run an exec.
Up next, though.
I think they are struggling to deal with how quickly their opponents can be there. Because that's the thing, it's like, you see that many players on one side of the map, you have everybody being revealed, you go, okay, I can go diving into this site. And like, SOP is pretty much sold to the Wolves. Because they are all waiting there, 3 players ready to go. But also, I just think that the timing from Philo is perfect. Like, catches Zeus, and then it has the awareness to spin back around and go, okay, maybe someone's gone back around into main. Yedije's normally lurking. I'll be waiting for him as well.
I also liked Hero's patience there, or Hero's decision-making more so. He was patient, and then he puts down a snake bite, plays in front of it. Again, headshots the guys who it doesn't matter, but just when they drop out, they're going to be vulnerable. And even if you hit the spray onto the body of Neon, which is, you know, even then a tough ask, you can still... Oh! Well, SOP sold to the Wolves, and another has been fed right alongside of Orbital Strike's not covering as much ground as it needs to. Viper able to get out of the pit and pop the reset. Not even needing to go out of the pit all the way as well, containing that information, denying any sort of big peek from Yedije up top. And FUT trying to apply pressure, but they are the ones under pressure, and they have no idea just yet how bad it could be. 3 players waiting, 2 on the other side of the trip. Rook6 taking the TP.
I mean, what is
through.
that? What is
Now
that
an
bullshit,
angle,
man?
Perhaps a position that they won't expect, if not for the fact I see Sociable holding the door, waiting for him to walk through. Rook's again coming his way.
It's going to be so tough from here. Maybe going back the other way, but they have managed to catch out Filu. Surrounding the players within the ult, and now the ult has fallen. It leaves Rook6, just the one. Decent trades from FUT. Will allow them to get into that post-plant position, but they are wary. The Prowler's going to give away Chloric. They still don't know exactly where Kalosha is. Sure, you can have an educated guess, but they still have to hold every other angle until there. And now he makes a move to strike.
Yeah, they use the Prowler to really point him in the right direction, knowing there's a player in spawn, already tagging him up heavy, and waiting for the response.
Nice Sociable.
From Kalosha.
Let's fucking go. That's my goat after some bullshit.
For him in
True,
that round,
actually true. The fact that they won that round is insane. No scope into another op shot.
Is the key.
3v4, 3v5. I mean, bro.
You get stunned up. That's the one problem with the operators, that you then can't.
Both your duelists are dead,
back down that scope.
and you win against a pit.
30 seconds left.
But the recovery
How did they kill the Viper? Was it just
It's
spam?
Sociable's utility, and from then onwards, he's just winning every fight after fight. And you're going to be a little bit frustrated if
Come
you're
on,
a Navi
come
fan,
on.
or maybe if you're Angel.
Why has
You
he got
watch
an
this
op
guy go to
again?
TLT,
Why
pick
has
up
he got an
short
op
boxes,
again?
dropping absolute stinkers. And then he's gone over to FUT. He's IGLing, and he's probably been their best player so far.
In terms of consistency, yeah, I mean, Philo has a map. Oh my goodness.
Fuck.
Yeah, Philo has a map.
Fuck
or
this
two
guy,
on the chamber,
apparently.
but
Apparently this guy is an IGL. This is the best guy, best player in the world.
Well, Can Sociable keep this up? He's still a little bit behind Hero.
Imagine if... Oh, goodness.
Imagine if my Neon didn't have an AWP and could trade that.
They're going to put the Nightfall through up north. Prowler on the back of it, wrap around on Chloric. He had no idea.
This is genuinely, he's playing with a curse. It's like Slay the Spire, he's got a curse in his deck. But he didn't fucking get a relic for it.
Does he know Rooksik still in this position? It looks like the answer
He's
is
just
no.
got a curse.
Free, but Zeus very quick on the trade.
Spike planted.
But with Filu remaining, they definitely have to be a little bit careful.
I mean, there's no way he can no-scope.
This is a little bit disastrous.
They're waiting, not looking the correct way. He might get the first for free, but goes looking for a little bit more. And the last two players were watching that angle. 11-9. Just like the rest of the match.
I feel like you killed.
I think Zop has what, like 2 kills in this
Seems
half?
like Sociable has, well, brought his team back into the match.
So what I was going to say was, like, can you imagine a world where Sociable's playing the way he is, as comfortable as he is, maybe even contributing to those calls? Hell, put him in instead of Xiao. Back on the previous, if he was doing that.
Probably Ascender's Bane. Yeah, he has Ascender's Bane. But no, but he's chosen to put it in his deck. Call hero Quentin Tarantino the way he eaten that FUT up. Why am I just a floating head? Because in my anger and vengeance, sometimes if I do that, it brings the camera up.
He has been incredibly impressive so far, but they are going to need that because they are still 2 rounds behind.
Why are you going over to the Viper setup if you got an op? Why every round you've got an op, you're going to be? Why?
That comeback still has quite a lot to it. Those 2 rounds won't come easy. It's Navi already sending 4 players to B. They're going to get aggressive. They're looking to push up in main, and well, the Cam just now spots them. Yedege, he won't be able to get out of here if they can, pardon me, continue the aggression, but they don't. We've seen this from them before. Navi pressure B main, break the utility there, show presence, and then they turn back in the other direction. They caught them off guard last time,
Anyway,
and
jump
they'll do
peek
the
with an
same
op
again.
die.
Kalasha has had some really high impact.
I mean, it's
so
just
far.
a curse. It is a curse.
Putting Navi potentially onto map point would be massive.
You lose the
Got out as well.
lose the game. It's
Now
an
covering the back
game.
towards the B site, but Heroes being
Why do
caught
people
by
not know
U2.
what an aftershock
Luckily,
is?
Navi have been caught by
I
Kalasha.
genuinely think there's
They
a bug
tripped,
with
but
the,
they didn't fall
indicator.
thanks to this man. A tough debut for him, that is for sure. It seems like Navi, they found their rhythm. And found
Umagon,
their
thanks for the
groove.
2 months.
12-9
Damn.
on the board.
I feel like
3 chances to close
he
out
might have
this
also
map.
just wanted to die to it,
He is
try to get the
being
kill
put
if they
into
came up too
positions
fast.
where it is fight or flight. Like, he is having to basically win battles that...
Kalosha's leveling the fuck up though. Like, this guy was 1 and 8, not getting the kills, but getting the space, now he's getting both.
That was too much.
Yeah, unfortunately, FUT playing with 4 players with SOP going an op every other round.
I think
Yeah,
there's at least 3 rounds.
it's
in my
hard
mind
to
that I
stun
go,
for
okay,
the
that
team
was
as well
won
if
by
like you
Colossus. Like, that was
don't
him
have the speed to
taking
do anything
over,
with
even
it.
if he is still at the lower end
Run
of
an
the
egg
board.
sack.
Tough.
Run an egg sack.
Don't think anybody on the Navi side will care. Up a foot. 3 rounds in a row needed. Sociable already back up to his ult. That's where the cycle is right now. They have a huge advantage in terms of ultimates. But they need to win
They're already
3 of
getting
this,
out.
not just the 1.
Bro,
This is,
get the
I don't think
Neon
anyone's
doing
gonna
this
be mad
shit.
at Kalasha, considering he was throwing himself
Go.
into the blender just
Go.
to stop the blades.
Run
when it
an
came to the first half,
exec!
so his team could go through unscathed. Now you've looked at this push towards Dish for Navi. Again, they pressure
Why
the
are you
control
so
and then come
slow?
back, looking to take the
Once you
fight
got that
to the
Razor,
hand.
just go.
A foot push
Sometimes
forward.
just think, what would Paper X do? Would they wait here?
Searching for a target, and it looks like it might have found one. Kalasha will be traded out, but Rooksik deadly with each barrel. And
SOP ends on 14 for my VFL as well.
Players from FUT.
Okay, hold on. You have to wait. They go.
Clutch
The ghost!
this one back in
There's
yet
another,
again.
another.
Rising to the task, but rising up above that line where Chlora could see him. The head shown and taken clean off. Great ult here for the post plant, but not a great position for the old Spike. And Chloric's even going to take his time wrapping back around, giving Filu a chance to find the shot or set up for the 2v1 post plant.
Yeah, he's expecting him up top.
Go fight the chamber. Go
Needs
fight
to
the
find
chamber.
a safe place to plant, and I'll be honest, with the reposition from Chloric, there isn't one. Or would need to kill him. That's the only other thing, and he's not going to be able to. Chloric wins that battle.
They got away with some murder there. Double pistol, some absolute bullshit from Filu. Oh, man. Hope that that doesn't continue on the other map. But also, like, their attack side there, you got zero value from the op. Like, sometimes an attack op, especially as like a surprise, is a great tool. But against double controller running into the Viper setup every time that you've got it, not a great tool.
I do have to admit, but it was good.
I feel like you're just.
We're not listening to that. Hope. That map pick, it's fine. It's fine. Give him a free one. Just we have to do this. Right. It's almost FPL deadline. This is my team. This is my wild-carded team. Any thoughts? Verbruggen and Darlow. Senesi Hill. Kadioglu, Van Hecker, Strauk. Now, let me take you through this, okay? Verbruggen and Darlow, I think, is just the obvious one. Most people do not have triple Brighton defense. Let me run you through my thinking here. Most people do have double Brighton defense. At which point, I just thought, well, they're playing Burnley. Why not just go... Because a lot of people are like, oh, which Brighton midfielder or attacker should I get? But it's like, they're playing Burnley. Why not... If you're going double defense, why not just fucking double down? Right, hear me out on the Enzo pick. You'll see my logic. Wildcard next week? Yeah, no, but you wildcard this week so you can bench boost next week. This is all about setting up for bench boost. See, this is the thing. The people who don't know, like, all of these players, I've got 15 doublers next week. 15. What if Matoma scores a hat-trick? Then I'll be sad that I didn't get Matoma. Hear me out. If the I expect the Chelsea-Man City game will be quite high scoring. Chelsea can't defend. Why Palmer? Because I need Chelsea players, and who else am I going to get? I think keep Bruno? Well, I need to... A lot of people will keep Bruno, and so if Bruno has a bad week and I captain Haaland this week and Haaland scores, which I think against Chelsea he will, then I'll be fine. Right, the reason I've gone Enzo is this. Number one, there's rumors that the rest of the Chelsea squad have asked their manager to unsuspend Enzo. So he might play. If he doesn't play, that's fine. He'll just get subbed. What does it matter? He'll play next week. He'll play next week against United. Why is Enzo suspended? Because he said he wanted to live in Madrid. The thing is, yeah. Oh, I don't get Enzo for Man City. Who gives a fuck? He's the third best Chelsea pick. And I get him for a double. Okay, great. What do you mean? He'll play in the double. He'll play both games and he'll play 90 minutes both games. Now, the defense is the weak point. But what if no defenders are good? That's the point. What if no defenders are good? The only question that I have is, should I change Tavernier to Alex Scott? The reason that I say that is, okay, if Enzo doesn't play, I'm going to have to play Tavernier against Arsenal, which obviously isn't great. But Scott has a pretty good chance. He will play 90 minutes. He has a pretty good chance of getting DEFCON against Arsenal. Like, you look at his DEFCON, he does average, I think, 12. He averages exactly 12 DEFCON per 90. So assuming he gets that against Arsenal, which he probably will, that means that, like, and then he's playing in a double. Who've they got? They got Newcastle and Leeds at home. That Newcastle game will almost certainly be guaranteed for DEFCON as well. So it's like, basically, Scott will probably get, over the next 2 weeks, he'll probably get 4 plus, let's just say 8. Let's just assume he gets DEFCON in both games. He might not, but then he might get like an assist or something. So let's say he's a 12-pointer over the next couple weeks. Tavernier, let's say he gets 2. And then will he score a goal against Newcastle or Leeds? Tough one. Maybe he will. He probably will get a goal or an assist in between those 3 games. Like, will he score 1 goal in 3 games? Potentially when he's on pens as well. Yeah, probably. I'd focus more on midfielders, Hinchelwood and Gross. No, I've already got triple Brighton. I've gone triple Brighton defense. The reason I've gone triple Brighton defense is quite simple. Because again, defenders are the hard part to pick. You don't want a Chelsea defender because they're playing Man City this week. The Chelsea defense is shit anyway. And their double is what? Man U and Brighton away. They ain't keeping a clean sheet. You don't want a Chelsea defender. You could go for a City defender, but I mean, apart from the Burnley game, are they going to keep a clean sheet? I actually think the clean sheet odds of Brighton are higher. Burnley away, they might keep a clean sheet. Tottenham away or Chelsea at home, they got a chance. I'm not going to say it's high.
Thanks for reminding me about FPL dealing TMV.
No problem. No problem. And then Strauk is just there because there's no one else. Because you need triple leads, really, because they've got Wolves and Bournemouth as part of their double, which is pretty good. And then after the double, they play Burnley at home. So you kind of have to have triple leads just for that reason. They got a good double, and they got Burnley at home when it comes back. So you might as well go triple leads. The double Bournemouth defense is interesting. Again, though, the thing is, like, they've got one of the better doubles with Leeds at home, Newcastle away. That's not too bad. They get DEFCON quite a lot. That's the thing about the Bournemouth defense. They get DEFCON. That's all you need. I mean, to be fair, I could go. I mean, who did Burnley play? What is Burnley's double? Like, what if I went a Stev? What if I went Electric Steve? Like, Brighton at home, Forest away, City at home. But if he gets DEFCON in all of those games, like, let's say you average 3 in those games, you get a 9-pointer. Is that better than Bournemouth will get? I could just pray for a Burnley-Brighton 0-0. And then if he gets Defcon against Forest and C. Are there any Burnley defenders who like always get Defcon? Maybe we're not going Walker. What a name this is, by the way. Quilindishi. You're the left back, aren't you? I don't think you'll get it. Who else plays for Burnley? Bashir Humphreys apparently does. Plays every game. Is he getting no Defcon? I guess it would have to be Electric Steve. When Zabi's out. Ekdal isn't playing anymore. Probably would have to be Electric Steve. It would help if Dunk wasn't suspended. I legit would just go Van Hecke Dunk. Thing is, the Bournemouth players will get. What's better? I mean, it's better. Only keep a clean sheet away. Tough one. When's the deadline? I don't even know. When is it? 6:30. Right. What are we playing? We are playing Raise Neon again. They are playing Chamber.
The aggression.
What already gave up on the Waylay? But yeah, because I think Waylay is worse. I think we've already seen that, to be honest. Why are you still trusting Palmer? I'm not trusting Palmer. There's no trust here at all. The other thing would be to get in like Gahey and go for again, like Gahey could get Defcon. If he does, then go in like Gahey, hoping that O'Reilly doesn't do well. Going Gahey into a Tomer or something. Oh no, but it'd have to be a Brighton. But going Gahey and getting Ryan instead. But then I'm still stuck playing Ryan against Arsenal, which isn't great.
Flash will probably help out quite.
That gamer, thanks for the $2.
Starting off on the attack as well.
Oh
like,
shit, I
don't
forgot to
think
do
we
the
saw
VFL teams.
The best from either Sop or Zeus on the last map. I think you're more likely to see it here.
Well, we're not far away from finding out. Bind, what was a favorite?
Ampadu maybe, he's like Anderson.
On, looking for
Already got triple leads though. It leads defender, but I guess yeah, if I went Gahey, I could get rid of Cherky for Ampadu.
If you watched kickoff, if you watched last year, our expectations wouldn't be very high, but he has set the bar. He has raised it again and again in every game that he's played so far.
There's that flash.
A wonderful flash, leaving them full blinded. The school of Jack Igo clearly is another student. Navi won't be able to capitalize on anything here. The smoke's down, making it an impossible task.
Yeah, but you've taken no space.
Even to tag those players in the way out, but when they go pushing in towards Lams, it looks like a different story. Hero's got 3 somehow. He keeps doing this, and the pistols especially. Think back to the previous one.
But you have to get this kill on the flank.
He was on fire, and a late play by Chloric here. It's still being watched. Yedeje vigilant on the flank, but he won't get the kill for it, leaving Sociable. The IGL lonely, and he's reunited.
This is going to be the week of a team that's just losing every pistol and losing because of it.
Challenge at the start of the game.
I was just saying, like this whole week will just be defined by teams that didn't win pistols and therefore lost their games. Like we've already seen it with Nongshim. Who else was it that didn't win a pistol and lost?
They wait for those players to try and take control of Lambs.
There's definitely another one.
Trades out every single one of them.
Wasn't DFM the opposite, where they were winning pistols, but T1 was winning?
I mean, yeah, but that's because DFM is shit. Vitality lost both pistols on split and should have won.
The Ghost. That is a cool nickname. It's a cool nickname.
64% bind retake win rate.
I'm guessing he'll say hero, but
yeah, you know, he's the Ghost.
The fuck is the sample size on that?
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. The average, they're below average. The
yeah,
sample size on average is 68.
Yeah, we're what? We're going just A every round? What the fuck?
Yeah, like what?
Ain't no way the B retake is that high.
Even with the sky
Oh god.
Ruxic just rattles off a few more shots.
I love it when one player goes in and the other two just fucking have a conversation about it.
It's a 5 versus 2. Zeus and Sociable. Well, hey, that's a hell of a shot.
Excuse
nice
me?
Connection.
This skin, it might be one of the
What
most
can they do?
goofy
'Cause look, in a
skins
round
in the
like this
game.
where they've invested a lot
Oh, it's
on
my
Navi,
favorite one, man.
Making it costly is definitely
What, this FUT
Isn't
skin?
the
I
Masters
agree.
lock-in winning,
it's
buddy?
definitely not easy.
Can he
But it's
rock that?
awesome.
Is he allowed to wear that?
I mean,
Massive
it's
stack
unlocked
of it.
for
They
them.
actually still have the spike, by
Should
the way,
they?
so
I know,
could
but
go
it's
back in the
it's so
other direction.
bullshit.
They do not need to
Somebody in
push
the chat
that
was
Does look
having a
nice,
convo about that.
They're a bit wary that they've
Oh,
been
dude,
closed on the flank, but they actually haven't.
When we
If
were
they
on
were to
that
go back the other way,
test build,
they
the
could
influencer
quite
patch,
easily get a plant.
It was an excellent bait, though. The Guardian
That was a
fired
Toronto
up close.
winner.
The judge still down in the open, so you think, well, we run in there, we're up against the Guardian up close. We got numbers.
I will
we can
steal Valor
overwhelm
every
them.
day, but I'm not getting
Meanwhile,
paid to play the
second
game.
judge
Like,
that
these
they don't
guys
know
are
is being bought
kind of
up.
fucked up.
Is there just
Help
waiting
my
for them.
mood in the mud because I spent 3 hours and I called my boss this morning. Please give me some FUT chance to lift my spirits.
Spidey
But
senses
we'll wait till FUT start
Exact
winning some
side.
rounds.
Well, they've sensed the danger.
Yeah,
Move to the inside.
they've used both.
I'm not an
flanks, though,
ultra.
on that defense to basically
yeah.
realize, okay, it's not coming this way. We've cleared both positions. A plant though's not bad. A kill and a plant. Anything more from here and a relatively successful round. The problem though is they only have classics, which has done more damage to Colossus than I thought it would. But
We're in there for 3 hours.
onwards, dead. An easy cleanup in the end for Navi. A few extra credits earned up along the way for FUT, but realistically, exactly how we thought this would go.
I'll give you a sad Wolves
This
chance.
flash did scare me for a moment. but
Conquered all of China.
Bruxic managed to evade that danger.
Never
Set
gonna
back up, and like
stop.
you said, the sky flashes.
Can we stop getting POVs of him blinding his teammates?
From
I'll also
Toronto
say,
to
though, if you are
Paris.
executing into those positions, that is where he should be putting his flash.
We'll win the fucking
So
lot.
I feel like his teammates are just standing in silly positions.
When we win in
Right,
Paris,
you get around that corner a little bit too early.
we'll say
Or
it
maybe you
was
expect the flash to
foretold.
go deeper. Who knows? The
He's putting it
errors,
straight up. So
The
I feel
best
like
team in
that
the
has to
world.
be something they've practiced.
but you would hope so.
Otherwise,
The boys in black and gold.
If you're going like this, then it's something you've prepped.
Again,
Allez, allez,
I'm
allez.
keep hoping so. Or they just asked for a flash and inspiration took over.
Allez, allez, allez.
But yeah, no, obviously it should be something that is prepped. And we won't. That's why we
Allez,
won't see
allez,
another one of
allez.
those flash replays
Yeah.
for the rest of the game.
It's not that flash. You just need
Allez,
to stop looking at
allez,
it.
allez.
That's what I've heard.
Very astute observation, Tom.
Am I streaming the second match on
Get you down to
Pacific?
the
Yeah, I
coaching booth
should
again.
be.
You're always coming out with
I
these
assume.
gold
Unless
nuggets of
America's goes
information
like, you
Yeah.
know,
for people. Just
fucking
You're-
crazy
that's the
long.
thing,
And
like,
Pacific is crazy fast.
If you think your teammates...
Basically, whenever it ends, I'll say
It's your
the stream will
fault,
start
Louis.
8 hours after that.
it's true. It's why I play the
Basically.
other side of the map to my sky.
And everyone else on your team, you're baiting little...
As I said, I'm
Okay, we are
lurking
going to the correct side
base
at least.
flank, but 2-0 we go for Navi in the third round. Sees them move to a very heavy stack on the B side, putting a lot of responsibility on the shoulders of Filu, and he won't land the kill, but won't give up the space either. Able to TP back, play his control
30
over
seconds
Lamps
left.
now.
Oh no.
Outlaw in hand, and they are about to cross him, but the orb's going to go up first. I like this from FUT. They've closed the distance, and they've got to deal with this double TP, though. Players coming from behind. Plant found, but where do they go? You don't have back.
Oh,
You don't have
side.
left. You
No,
need
no,
some
no.
control here, and leaving Sump in this corner, it's not the best, but it's all to buy time for the wraparound on Sociable, which is
Oh,
being
they're aware
rushed
of it.
for. Cloric's got the info to work with.
Now we're just trapped in. I
Had to
mean, there's
use a
going
lot
to
of
need
their
some heroic
utility
shots.
early, and it's starting to get a little bit shaky.
Why are we never
Colossus
taking lamps,
already
bro?
picking
Why
up
are we
to
never
make that
taking
three.
lamps?
And now Sociable, that's all that remains. There is nothing to be had. The young Ukrainian with 4 in the
What's
round,
happening, bro?
and an
What's
instant
happening?
flawless in what was a bonus.
We're doing AXX and not taking any space is what's happening.
4 kills
Yeah.
for this guy. We talked about it earlier. He's had some really big rounds. Confidence, yada, yada. And I think that was a big part of last week's downfall for him. Fitting on the stage, traveling over, filling in last minute. Now, flourishing. And in a round like this, where FUT are investing their economy.
Like babies, guys, like babies.
The sub, the baby of the team, and well, he's looking full grown on that squad. 3-0. And that's a real, especially after losing the first map, to fall behind by what should now be a much wider margin. Depending on how much they can
Normally you
get
put a
from
gap
this.
in that smoke
Florence
to
very
allow
lucky to
someone
still
to
be
op.
alive.
I don't know
Yeah,
why they
heartbreaking
put a gap in the
round
smoke.
for the
Like a
attacking
mistake.
side.
It's also that round, especially from Colossus, is him going in first to be traded. He just got every kill
Yeah,
along
true,
the way.
true.
Like, that's the initial fight is him isolating a player, and then they send him forward to be traded. But he just killed everyone. You can't really ask for much more.
Picking up autos, man.
Already A better start though, over the top. Brooksy gets one, but yeah, there's no way he can correct in time. He'd need Filu level reaction. Those weren't great. I'm cursing everyone today.
What on
just
earth
caught
is
trying to put
going
his
on?
TP out. Kalosha though, a decent position, but he'll fall as well. I'm going to stop saying people's
don't
names.
lose
The
this.
player into the 1 versus 2.
Fight together.
An
Both
opportunity
stand on the
for
top
him
at different angles.
to try and turn this back.
I've got your trail.
Seekers will reveal that man's position. A little bit of additional damage, a chance to try and get this done.
Thank God for that. What on earth was that fight?
On the board.
That was just fantastic, Tom. Having you say Filu level reactions as we cut to him taking utility out several times.
Hey, his reactions were so
absolutely
fast.
beautiful.
It was so fast that
You
he
have to
couldn't
play
even...
like this guy. Watch this. They're gonna replay it. I know they're gonna replay it. Oh.
From the other POV.
Yeah. Okay. Can we see his? Can we see his lighter? Can you go back to it? It was quite funny. Yeah, he saw it. I'll tell you what. He saw
The
it.
full comic
With the
head
one
slap.
we go. A little bit of panic going on there. Maybe he's wearing fake nails. Hit the wrong key. It happens. 3-1 we go, and as we said, but happy to get that round after what was a messy third. What should have been Navi running away with a streak. Very strong early half.
Okay, double and third showers.
Instead, the cracks
Again,
already
you used
showing.
Seekers when you knew where the guy was. But
Showstopper on Zeus. This could be a very dangerous round for Navi. Enemies already at the gates.
Spam shot's not far away.
Oh, nice nade.
oh, why did you walk in the smoke rather than just clear the rest of the site first? Why social entering first?
Being utilized and Filu
Bro.
still. Of course, when we're not watching him as well, he starts landing everything in his path. This is interesting. Plant going in, but they're going to try and reclaim heaven control. It seems like Cloric is aware of the danger. 2 players about to push him. This fight's going to be important,
God.
and he just opts to duck away. A flash in hand, ready. Another great flash, but he gets the job done. Still holding the line versus Yetege. Finally, that wraparound.
I planned for him though.
The spike's not in the greatest position for him. He's going to have to stop them before they get towards it. 2 still standing, and it's another shot landed from Filu.
These A-takes, man.
Yeah,
Take a
again,
timeout.
good read.
Take a timeout.
Seeing where that plant is, Filu knew he didn't have to move, didn't have to look for a wider angle. As long as Ruxa could cross, his opponent be forced in the open, and that's when the off strike.
This was
2 rounds ago.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow, he
I
came
did
back to
ask
life.
for it. I did ask for it. Thank you for showing me. It's so funny, man. I'm gonna go back and do one of those. Where you slow it down. The Filu level reactions as he's flicking in and out. It was honestly perfect timing. But for Navi, perfect timing to bounce right back into things. FUT one. Okay.
Right.
Let's go.
If this guy's gonna play with like a scope that often, put him on Yoru. No, not put him on Neon. Put Zeus on Neon. Like, there are multiple rounds here where, like, if you are playing Neon in this current meta, there is a way of playing this. There is a correct way of playing it. We know that for a fact. You have to be just insane. You have to be jumping. You have to just be running around. You always should be first in. Like, if you want to play Neon in this meta, you must do this in a double duelist comp. None of this, well, you know, I've got a scope in my hand, so I'll sit behind the smoke for 40 seconds. No, no, no. You can do some scoping on the defense side, that's fine.
To the top of that
But you're on attack side, there is no scopes, there is run.
Nonetheless, operator in hand. Filu once again. It's something they've struggled to deal with, and SOP only has the overdrive, so I can only assume this is going to be more of a group up and hit.
But Navi were proactive. They've already cleared outside of Puka.
This is already dead.
So they're ready for this. Yeah, it's just straight spam. As they're crossing back to the site, just fire a few bullets through the wall, see what you get. What you get is Zeus down and out, and, well, looked like it was very nearly sociable. Following beautiful flash, Sop took a while to react to the player on his screen.
Going on.
Might have been blind, I'm not certain, but
That's Clark.
sure
right?
we'll see it again. Definitely, it was Cloric's flash that came from B long.
Yeah, he wrapped it back
From
round
the
over the
attack
top.
line,
Like,
yeah.
He's very
They actually go
talented.
really far now.
Yeah. Crystalli. Sociable. There's even a question of whether holding onto the guns is worth more. The jump peek over the top as well. You can see they've spotted someone as Cloric has now turned to face the correct direction. He'll take contact, and while the contact might be all they need, a third kill for him in the round, a flash that has managed to blind him, and while for Crystalli, getting out of here is impossible. An in-zone flawless for Navi, a fifth round onto the board, and they're starting to run away with this.
I don't know what's going on with my cam today. It's not happy.
Like,
Neither am I, though.
losing Zeus right away, losing the guy that's going to close the distance, certainly isn't ideal.
As well.
The spam through the box. Look, it's a spot that you're normally going to be using as a phase. You up your wall, you close the distance, and then you go for it later. But yeah, that might just be miscommunication. That could be, he said flash for me, but the mic maybe cut out. Sensitivity just heard flash me, and then, you know, job done. Followed the orders, but maybe not quite getting the result they wanted. Deep flash going down on B. Sociable got slightly hit by it, but he's got a smoke in hand, and well, he was blind as a bat anyways. Both flashes used early by Navi to clear outside of the B extremities, and now they can start to rotate to the A site. But FUT realize they're under pressure, and they have to make that space up here and now. And this is a beautiful push from Sop with the reaction of the orbital strike.
Spikes planted.
It pushed him that little bit further than he wanted to be, and Zeus sure gets one, but the trades keep on coming for Navi, looking for 6 here. And in terms of FUT, in terms of their ability to fight back, what did they have? Running into an op, but it was a bandit, and then, well, a spotted Stinger won't get up to anything. Navi 6 on the board, 1 for FUT, and this
It is over. My
certainly
line
doesn't
is
look like
ended.
No, well, you mentioned it in the sideline interview with Nat. Hero was saying that they feel more prepared on this map, and they look more prepared on this map. The last was much, much closer from what we've seen so far. And
I think we just picked their
as
best
of right
map.
now, everybody looking incredibly comfortable.
Believe?
Forcing them into unfortunate fights. And you
I
can
mean, that
tell
even wasn't
the
that bad of a
goal at the
round,
beginning
but I
of this
think,
round
I mean,
was to almost sell a bit of a ruse.
Navi
by
genuinely
Social
do
on one
look fairly
side of the
good
map.
here.
And once
Must
he
be said.
said, they are forced to go for that hyper aggro play because you just don't have any smokes. Like, you're only going to have the Viper Scream, which it's not going to help you. That's not going to help you cover off Heaven. So
Got brimmed.
really tough scenarios at this point. An investment into a Viper operator.
Oh no.
Is this called the Nats? Is it called the Boaster?
There's a danger with Ruxic having crossed to the right, but being spotted. Shot lands, and now there's no real.
How many
pressure.
first kills
I
do
don't wanna
FUT
see
have in like the
Ruxic
past
leave that
20
corner
rounds?
without putting the wall up, and he does.
I swear, every like,
Okay, you gotta explain that one to me.
I mean, just like nothing is going right. Hold on. It's going right. They're about to win this round.
He came in at the same time.
Hold up,
as
wait
the
a minute.
dog.
Let's overheat into
Unexpected,
spawn.
and he's got the jump
Nope.
on them as a result.
Okay.
Closing the
Fuck it.
distance. It's the same story.
Spike planted.
And well,
He's done
Zeus
that 3
has come
times.
through to basically
Where the hell
give
is
them a
the SJ,
round
bro?
off his own
If they
back.
decide to go on
Yeah,
this,
this
like
round
it's a
has
2v3.
nothing to do with utility. It has nothing to do with team play. It is all
What
just
is Yetsu
Zeus
playing
walking to
for?
angles and headshotting anybody that he sees. So if anything, the only way they can win this is by blinding him. Don't do it, Crystalli.
I was gonna say.
One enemy remaining.
And the blind works in his favor. Zeus lining up.
Oh my god.
Cleanest ace of all time.
For Zeus, he's got
about to
all
say.
5, and
Oh.
well, that's
Bro,
one
why
way to get
can't
back on
Sop
the
do
board
that?
for
Because
FUT.
Sop's
It's
playing a
been
fucking terrible
missing
game,
for a
that's why,
while
but-
now.
That genuinely looked like
Bruh.
like you're playing a
Do you have
game,
Sop on your-
and a guy
Yes.
teaches just, I've had enough, and opens up
Yikes.
another special program, and they just walk
That's
in
double
and
the
start
tilt.
headshotting everybody.
Double the
'Cause
tilt.
this
Yeah, I'm
is
watching him walk
literally-
around with an
there
op
is-
doing
in any of
fucking
these
nothing on
fights, there is
all
no
of Fracture
support.
attack side.
It's
He's
just
on
him
14 kills. I think he got
absolutely
two,
doming
maybe
players.
3 kills on his attack side of
Up until
Fracture.
the very last, who
I was
was
gonna say.
blind, the one blind player, and he whiffs 15 bullets.
Zeus
So there you
hits a
go.
huge 3 to cut the lead to 42.
You can see,
Let me take a timeout.
what they've just witnessed. 8
Got 4 on attack.
That is one player that's managed to.
Oh dear. So yeah, I will be leaving at 7 my time, which is in an hour and a half. I'll probably, if this is a 2-0, watch some of the next game, but not all of it. Why? I'm playing football. And it's been a while since I've played football, so I'm doing it. And also, the game is KC versus Gentlemates. And after, if FUT lose this, I'm going to be depressed. And if I had to watch KC versus Gentlemates after it, I mean, you know,
There we go.
who knows what'll happen.
Normally here, maybe you'd have
Something to scale properly and not give this guy a free pick every round.
Not for Filu. He wants to keep that element of surprise. Still has a rifle.
Okay, let's move back over to long now and flash.
Maybe trying to clear him out. It's not connected.
How's that not working?
Decent trade, but they still have an unknown position.
What? Why? But what is STOMP even thinking about?
Someone that they need to clear. He's getting shot through.
I mean, that's crazy from Social.
Oh my.
Not quite the clutch of before. It's left all on to Hero and not this time.
It's such a weird round. Like,
STOMP knew this guy was here. He just got the kill.
The pause, but are able to double up in the same site.
Standing in between us and victory.
Oh, 3-round gap. Not bad from where they started. I mean, technically, they started at 0-0. I suppose it is kind of bad, but the recovery after what was dominant rounds from Navi, it looked like they had full control. Sure, it takes Zeus getting an ace to kickstart what could now be the streak, but a chance to put this 6-6 at the half.
Oh,
like you said, for FUT, they really need those foundations for the next.
Do you want to talk about the gunny sport?
We'll see if he does something with it. Because normally, you know, you see this around A. A lot of spots to use it on there. I'm curious as to what ideas he has. Filu, though, there's one clear idea in his head. He can't push much further because of his TP.
He's owning this guy.
And with the TP destroyed by the orbital
getting
strike,
rocked by Sociable right now.
The Odin's alone.
Yeah, I mean, genuinely, I don't, like, somehow Sociable must be the first player in human history who went to IGLing for, like, the first time and decided, I'm also now going to be the best fragger I've ever been.
The third time they've gone B in a
Hey,
row,
Clark
the
is up there
third
too.
time that we have seen them
But on transition, yeah.
dominate. It seems like they found the gap, and while the
Okay,
judge
just
will
go
deal
B.
with
The A hits
Zeus,
weren't working.
deal with Zeus.
I would take it, honestly. I think if it's 6-6, I think they win. Against the Chamber comp on attack. With a sub-duelist.
And a lot of this comes down to Sociable just being
I mean,
able to
Colossus
deal
kind of
with
been
feeling.
cooking.
Like making sure that
And his attacks been looking a bit better than his defensive rounds.
Incredibly awkward positions. And then Zeus and Sop, a deadly duo, one diving in, the other sliding behind him. It's like there's only
Okay, they're on an eco as well.
you could look at once.
They've learned to give Yetajay the op instead, and Yetajay's dropped the op. Hold on, we're learning even more.
And it's the attacking side, at least for now. But now, Navi sent more
One day
players towards
teams
the
will
B
learn
side
not
with
to
the
put their
Viper's pit
Viper wall
online
down
to defend
before
over on A. The chamber trip,
you see where the
very
Viper's pit
important,
is.
stays online, allows them to double stack up inside of this ult, and most importantly, allows Viper to play further back. Colossus can get out of here if he needs to, speed his way.
Why do they nade deep? Oh, okay, it doesn't matter, I guess.
Enough of them spraying away, but the Viper still stands. The judge in their way. They don't know the weapon, but the threat of it is enough.
The Turkish Odin. That's not something
I mean, now you just go B, right?
I really thought I would say. It's not particularly popular.
I love this double stack up now as well. So we've lost Colossus.
Like, you've cut noise for a bit. They probably send one more to A.
Chance. They get the decay right
Yeah,
away.
but I mean, that's the thing when you're playing against these chamber comps. Anytime you kill the non-chamber, like, chambers are always reluctant to do anything.
Immediately folds because those players.
Yeah, you do have more space on the other side than you think.
Drop your pit. Kind of have to stay inside it. Or
Now with
find
this
an
trip
angle
here, you're going
early
to think that
to
Chamber's
let you
probably on the
back in.
site now.
And for Cloric, probably he pushes, but look at FUT. They're waiting for that to happen. Sociable knows it's likely.
This Viper's just going to drop.
Contested on the other side, they're going to
He missed it. He didn't get back in the Viper's pit in time. Was too busy waiting for someone to wrap in the
You know, you
tank.
have to come to the site, and you're just walking, bro. What are you doing, man?
Expect them there. No, that's, I mean, dropping pit
why did the pit drop?
and
That's what he's
expecting someone
thinking.
close.
So he walks in. and gets
Can't
shut
blame
down.
him.
There's a second flanker coming. Yetajay playing super late, spamming the smoke. Good
Hello,
to get
that is
8
just,
seconds,
bro.
and a plan
Hello,
needs to
plan.
be found. The hero's chasing the spike, but he can't find it in time, and they've dealt with Rooksik up in heaven.
They got it. They got it.
This is a desperately close round, but
Jesus Christ.
would have just about done enough.
Dude,
In the
what a
nick
round.
of time,
Best round of
6 to
Valorant
5.
today,
I mean,
holy
both
shit.
that in this round,
No, there was
they
some
done
mess
it
in the
time
DFM
and
game.
finding the resurgence in this half. They could have been going into the next
Oh yeah,
decimated,
shit, I
and
can
instead they
erase
could be
that
neck
from my
and neck.
mind. Holy fuck.
0.8 on that plant. If Hero even managed to disrupt him slightly, it was round over, but his teammates able to hold the
Hey,
line.
we're back. We're so back.
So since the Navi pause, FUT have won 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And quite clean as well. Like the one they lost was before that. Actually not that clean. It was a Zeus ace. Well, he's not going to get one this time, but there is that second layer to it. You can take down Zeus, but SOP is so quick behind. Seeker's used early. Maybe trying to see if this is another committal to the B site where they've been struggling. And what you can see from Navi, the reaction now is a little bit more gambling.
Okay,
Like,
they're
we
gonna
are just going to
proactively
send
push.
3 players here because we have been getting wrecked.
Filo's going to be feeling hard done as well. This squad on the attack
Doesn't
side
have a
has been
trip.
avoiding him constantly. The plays constantly towards B. He goes to B. That's the round they decide to hit A, even with the Viper's pit there. And now he says, okay, fine, I'll go A bath. They saw the weakness last round. They'll try it there. They'll walk up. Well, he's had to walk up, and still, no info, no one facing him. And now when someone does, they're right up in his face. Not an
Yeah, that's good
ideal
info,
fight.
though.
And now he's surrounded with a TP already used. The shot missed. Another
Let's go.
shot
Nicely
missed.
done.
And he will be dealt with
This hasn't
easily.
been cooked by Sociable, man. I'm smelling fear on him now. Fear Lou.
Kills. I think it might all be Filu. Like, it's just been, okay, I'm going to jiggle peek
Filu
this angle
was
until
good.
the op shot and then kill him. I know he's
a
done
good
it at
one.
least 3 times, but they've now got into that advantageous post plant.
You hear about the new Twitch
Yetajay's
payout stuff?
position, a little bit unorthodox.
No, nice flash.
I think we're going to get
They're,
a replay of that
oh
one.
shit.
This one, maybe. No, but it doesn't matter. Yetajay style.
They're what?
And Hero, well,
They're actually paying you now for your +2s and +1s from chat.
but not this time.
Wow,
A
really?
massive
Yeah, so if you make like quality jokes, like you'll actually get quality money now.
Imagine if that was the case.
Crazy to think with how this started.
Dude,
Sideshow would be
6
bankrupt with all the
to
minus
1
twos.
for Navi, that we are neck and
Well, they
neck
gotta get the money
at
from
the
somewhere,
halftime.
right? That's the whole thing. Don't spam -2 now, bro. I need them. What the hell is this?
Alright, let's do some VFL. Last I remember. Do you remember? 21st night of September. Did I do this? Oh, this is my team. Oh, I definitely didn't do this team. Alright, let's do G David. I'm gone. Martine IGL, sticking with it. It's bold. Danby Foxy9 freeing out. I mean, Danby actually probably did alright, I assume, but Foxy9 and, well, freeing did pretty well too, so that's a mistake. Demon 1, Itsu sociable in. I mean, sociable has been doing fine. He's a good budget pick. Itsu got 12, so that's good. And Demon 1. Could be good. Also, you got Alorante, DOS9, sociable, Mini, double mates. You're really believing KC will be shit. You got Berserks in there. You got some bold picks. Who is that? Sorry. Guardian of the Gate, thanks for the 31 months. There was a YouTube one as well. I haven't forgotten you, don't worry.
To continue.
0.5 extra. Penny. Sop. Bruh. Sayonara. Bruh. Double full sense. Double C9. Bruh. Double Creven. Bruh. Leaf. Envy. Less. Absol. Double C9 is certainly a choice. It's a choice that I would never make. Because I don't want players who will go 2 and 3 or 3 and 2. And you've got Penny IGL. So essentially, you've got 3 C9 players in a game where Lev could easily beat them.
For FUT,
I mean, maybe they'll win.
Like,
I'm not going to
it's
say that
not really
C9 will
repeatable,
definitely
right? You
lose.
send Zeus in to ace every round, and then they go, oh, okay, we spotted a weakness that round. Let's pounce on it. Let's pounce on it. And the game plan they
Bold
came
is
out
one
on
word
that
for
pause
it.
with was perfect.
Leave,
That
leave,
same
bro.
early
Leave.
aggression. It's
Don't have a
expended.
heal either.
Even still, as I said, the attack side was much better in their previous showing, but I think the momentum for FUT is going to be far more important. Not at the best of times in the pistol round so far, but they're relatively well placed for this one. Navi have got a pretty decent amount of ground. I'm just more worried about those spams, and more so when those smokes are going to begin to fade.
Well, there you go. Smoke fades. Flash on the other side of it. The players pushed into Banter, going to find a bounty coming their way.
Nice, just go
All
fast,
four
go fast,
now
go
grouped
fast,
up
go
there
fast.
thanks to the TP, but Hero is fast approaching
has to
on the
check.
flank. Ruxic, he won't be able to buy enough time. Not all by himself, and even now, they'll look back towards Triple for the wraparound. Nice shot, and hold on! It was looking possible, but the pistol Hero has to come back in
knew he was
again.
going to.
He's already found two. The bandit in hand, and he makes it back around the corner. Tap from Yedege, he'll make it to half. Hero being patient, assumes that that player wouldn't dare to stick it, but now it's a real danger. The shot has to land blindly, and he runs out of time.
Let's go.
Fuse found, and FUT take the lead from
Finally a pistol, let's go.
Down. They now control the map.
I genuinely think that's the worst player he could have come up against. Like, not only having the orb available, but also just how calm. And you wouldn't believe it when you watch Yedege's cams, because he's the loudest person on planet Earth. But in those clutch scenarios, he's just calm as a cucumber, just ready to go. And it gets a little bit close at the end. You're always going to be worried when Hero's on the other side, but that's the pistol round going the way of FUT. Now the investment's going to be minimal. In fact, the only person with anything really to play
Base here,
with
though.
are going to be those sheriffs, alongside, of course, the somewhat free sheriff for healing.
Yeah, I mean, not quite free, but you can buy a bullet at a time, so always affordable. So I'd put it, although he's invested quite a bit into it. It does give them chances, opportunities to dominate some duels, but in the last 6 rounds, it really hasn't been them dominating those fights. It has been FUT. Looking like a well-rounded squad. After that round 7 timeout, a round 8 timeout. And even the Plantier will be hard to obtain.
Oh, well, the flash has caught him, but
One enemy remaining.
no reaction comes off the back of it. There's going to be an in-zone flawless for FUT.
Come on,
I think
let's
if you
go.
told me it, even 6-2.
Wow, you just lost a Prime sub. Now
whether or
I'm
not
moving
this was
to
gonna come back
Sideshow.
with
Bro, Sideshow won't even be streaming
in
most
a row.
days now.
for FUT,
He'll
I
be in
think it's
Americas,
crazy, but
doing his little
they
Americas
kept it nice and
casting.
clean. They get to go into this one with that bonus, a pure bonus.
Look,
with
put it. Think of
everybody
it this way,
able to
right?
back to the next round.
Sideshow clearly
Scary
makes
thing
enough from
about
casting to
Ranting
not
is there
be
are
worth
so many
streaming.
avenues that those weaker weapons
Oh,
can
he
work.
doesn't need the money. I'm not a caster. This is
Well,
me.
especially on the defense.
This is my little
I mean, it's true on
livelihood.
both sides, really, but on defense, you don't need any utility to set you up for it necessarily. Although this wall certainly helps for FUT to get very close. And a Sky Flash almost destined to come through that wall. Filu's in trouble. It's not even the flash. They just let it fall and take the duel.
Let's listen how they react.
Why aren't I a caster?
Carmen, I'm gonna flash for you. Go up. Ready? Flashing.
Yeah.
1, 2. We have. Okay. We can come back in now.
You have shots. Go for shot push, guys.
Yeah, heard you. Guys, they're gonna be in our market.
I don't think so. They smoke.
I'm checkmate, guys. I'm checkmate.
Yeah, we're coming.
Let's get shot.
I'm just full juicing it now. Why is he dogging me?
They're not about hero.
Full juicing it.
Okay, they might try and fight you.
It's okay. I'm holding. They smoked me.
I'm holding you right.
Get in.
Picking.
I'm just going out. Just follow me. I have Guardian.
You get shot, you lose the round, you lose the game.
Kinkito, thanks for the 2 months.
Yep.
Who's winning the UCL?
Being close.
Fine.
Enable up for us.
Hold up.
Peeking. Guys ready?
Yeah, go.
1, 2. They smoked. Hey, listen. We need to get in the smoke. We need to pop through.
Go for like
Ready?
judge or close someone. Go for pocket.
Hold on, hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna flash this through. You guys ready?
Wait, I will do close smoke.
Ready? 1.
Wow. A couple of players waiting here. 25 seconds
Wow,
to get
that's
that
a
spike
pretty
down.
crazy
Nice
shot from Crystalli.
Even the flash to try and delay them a little bit more. His teammates hightailing it to the other side of the map, but it's Ruxic jumping up.
Spike
Has
planted.
been able to put this back into a 3v3.
You have to wait for the backup, but it's here.
You got a judge to retake lamps here.
As you said, you have those weaker weapons to try to take advantage of some of these positions, but getting into them, forcing those fights isn't always easy. Clork, though, is offering up a battle. In fact, there's
Holy fuck.
with a judge in play for SOP, it was a
bad plan.
bold move. And they have been
Let's
well
go.
and
Let's go.
punished.
Let's go. Come on.
Save is indeed the only call for
Bayern
Hero.
versus PSG final. We
This
go crazy. It can't be a Bayern
continued
PSG
this
final.
win
They'll meet in the
streak.
semis.
The team was down 6-1.
Let's go. Come on.
There are going to be some serious questions. I'm not even going to say asked to Navi, but asked to
So,
FUT as to how
Stop
they
will
managed to
tear
turn
you
this around, even if they lose
apart
those big knocks from this
again.
point. It has been an impressive change of pace.
Well, yeah, I think the only
Fuck
real
off,
criticism I
old
have
fat,
here is
don't
you
play
know your
for
opponents are coming in with
free.
weaker weapons and you double up in lamps. Like, it's one of the few spots where they can get
This
to
is
very easily,
Valorant.
and it's
Dr.
very,
Seku,
very
thanks for the
easy,
12 months.
especially if you end up in the same corner.
A good
Also,
1
their
year of
weak
great
weapons are more likely to
entertainment
go
with
there
no
as
ads.
well, right? And
Thanks
that's-
for all
but
the
look at
content
the
you
plan
give us.
position. It was, to be honest, that was
No
a
problem.
solid.
Vic Noodle.
You have to hold deeper control on the site, and once they gave that up, Lamps is your only last bastion. But
Thank you for the tier
we saw
1.
that work
Welcome.
out.
Enjoy the no ads.
A weaker purchasing. There are currently 2 buckies invested into the attack side.
Yeah,
take.
they use both their
We've
flashes.
seen the shotguns work on one side in lamps. Now I'm almost happy to see them in lamps. Timing here is going to be very important though, and it's perfect from Cloric. In fact, it's the Stinger that takes over, and last 2 players you might not want to save with how many credits you've got in the back pocket, but every gun you don't save is potentially going to be delivered into enemy hands.
Well, last round it was clear that Cloric likes to fight around lamps, and now I know why. What a fantastic battle for him on that backside. And again, just those players caught looking in the other direction.
Bro, the
chaos
timings in this game that
capitalized
Navi are
on
getting
the
is
attack side.
insane.
And Cristalli, nice shots! But he's running out of luck, surely, certainly running out of HP, and with a molly on the spike, it's save time yet again. Running for the spawn, running for the hills, and finally, the streak of rounds from FUT has come to an end. But for how long?
Oh British
It isn't an
Nostradamus
end
of
or simply
Malding,
a
tell me
pause.
who is
They're
winning the
soon to
World
press
Cup,
play again.
Eurovision, and
he's
chumps.
done well there. Just
Show me a
firstly,
big
you've
brain.
got orbs, but also secondly, you've
Eurovision?
reduced the amount of weapons.
Shouldn't you be boycotting Eurovision?
It's down to 2. It's still going to be a pretty big boost to the Navi economy, but it's not going to be as big as it would have been if they came out with pretty much every single player alive. Also, just you know, some nice kills.
Who's winning the World Cup?
I think that one might be going in his highlight reel, but cut out the end of the round part.
Probably fucking Spain or something.
2 round gaps, not much by any standards, but considering the game that we've seen unfold so far. Oops. That flash is getting replayed, isn't it? And because of the flash failing for Navi, the Tiger has to go through.
go.
And all
Let's
along,
go.
Filu gets decimated as Hero tries to come to his aid. And late to the site, but just about making it to long in time. Colossus good for 1,
That was
but that's
risky, but-
all she wrote. An immediate return to form. 4 FUT, some mistakes there for Navi, but proactive pushes have gotten them here. Ruxic, 2 more to take down, but he's 11 HP. This will sit as an impossibility, especially because he has to go out and get that spike.
He's got time. Like, that's the one thing that's really in his favor. Those 2 kills were so fast, and with a minute
Gonna
left on
go
the clock.
across.
Yeah, I think at some point they're going to have to realize it, and I'd like to see FUT go into slightly more passive angles, like positions where they're not open to 15 different positions. And you can already see there's been a realization from Cristalli. It's just going to be the timing. And the time... Oh, he turned around! He's turned around!
Why?
And Ruxic's being patient. He wants to try and find the second. I don't mind the idea.
Jesus Christ.
I don't mind it,
Jesus
but,
H.
eventually
Christ.
the Spidey senses
My
were
heart.
tingling. Cristalli thought he was being watched.
Well, if he had a full
Fuck
health
me.
bar, he would have just taken the kill.
Didn't that happen
So
earlier?
low,
Was that earlier
pretty
today?
much his only chance.
What, where, like,
Just accidentally
Was it-
opened
was it-
Steam, I think.
Respect Hero coming back to try
Chamber
to help
peeking
Hero
on-
out that fight deep towards the water fountain, but
There was
three
one
wall
like that,
fight.
I swear, where someone just had a free kill on someone and the other person just turned around straight away and killed them.
but in the end, it is
That was on
double
Fracture, was it not? Just a map before.
It is double digits for FUT, and now
Okay, Navi, take a timeout. Come on, we're looking good here. As I said, if they could get to 6-6, I did think like FUT should be in a pretty good position. Oh my god, he deserved to win that because why is FUT just not planting? Well, totally not gay, Oscar Wilde. I've got good news for you on that front. You see, only the attack side can plant. I don't know if that was insanely good rage bait or if you were being serious.
If we see nothing, we rotate, we move quickly.
That's a good rage bait to be fair, isn't it? Why aren't they planting?
Instead, he's perfectly placed.
Well, this flash to deny early bathroom control from FUT, and it is indeed denied. They have to step back and move towards the side itself. No orb for them means no Viper's Pit, and that's exactly what they were looking for. Instead, Filu is the one to activate an ultimate. Tour de Force online. He's going to be moving in the right direction as well, looking towards A short where smoke has gone down though. His vision blocked, and they are closing the distance on the defensive side. A risky play against the low buy, but
good.
Yeah.
They haven't taken much space yet. 40 seconds into the round.
Shift into the other direction.
They do have Seekers this round. Both teams have Seekers.
With Filu just primed and waiting. He's put his TP down as well. He is going to search. He won't find anything.
You see the judge in hooker.
This game has gone so far. Sociable will kill him in a second.
Through the smoke.
But that's the one real danger in this round. You've got those couple of rifles, but the ults. The ults is what we're looking at. So much to play with.
Just,
Kalosh also not far away.
They don't know.
Pit, okay, unlikely,
the
but
Skyflash sees nothing out B long, so the rotate comes back across.
Though, is where it gets
Wishful does have ult here.
They're not giving an opportunity for an operator to do anything.
Oh, you need one there. How have neither of you got a kill?
Managed to come out with two there. He looked dead to rights and social. He's being rounded on
pick a side, man. You have to pick a fucking side.
We've had a few of them. So they're cowering away. I don't blame them. That's been his part of the map. And actually, now it starts to get dangerous. A chance for Cristalli. This time even as a friend.
If they got up Brimall, that's a small win as well.
Left on his own with Cristalli.
These teams are creating rounds you could not replicate.
Will not be easy normally, but Stop still alive after taking a second round of fire, and he is coming close to dropping Ruxic. The time though.
What?
The time is too far gone. Surely, indeed, he'll tap it, but out of ammunition as well. Around found for Navi, and again, you said it at the start. It's another phenomenal.
You are right though. These rounds are bizarre. I mean, the fact that neither FUT player got a kill there at the start.
You know, what did they see?
If we got 10 people on the server, we could not replicate this round. Genuinely, it'd be so difficult.
For them to go into that.
Nick A30 couldn't do this, bro.
Feeling much more at home, down on that stage, and in those colors than what we had seen just a week ago. And it makes you wonder, you know, give him 2-3 weeks. Maybe he's going to keep improving.
If FUT still get a buy, Yetri's going to ult here. No, he's not.
Being within that 10-player academy that Navi have got going, I think is going to be great, but this is experience that you really can't get anywhere else. Early Seekers expended. Maybe a bit wary of some aggression.
Okay, breaking all of the Seekers there. Well, okay, breaking everyone but one though.
If they can find
makes them think there's 3 people here. So that completely stops the hit.
He has support. He has a couple of players in support. Idea clearly from FUT is that the opponents will try and challenge that pit. And now they go back in the other direction. The Tiger, I don't think it's going to see anything, and that might sell a nasty ruse. Flash might catch him though. It just depends when he uses it.
There you go. That flash is well and truly going to catch a bit of information. I think the key thing being that FUT don't have that chamber, so they can't hold back.
The Neon rotate should come in.
Solo holding the A side. They can't rotate early, so the B side now under more threat. Instead of holding back with numbers, they have to push forward with the disadvantages in play. Nice damage from Sop.
It's not often you get a Neon laser gun battle.
Connection if this Sky Heal wasn't bringing them right back up to close to full. Not all the way. He's taking a little bit too much damage.
Sociable does an insane job.
Answering up with a few. This is looking like a done deal. 12 seconds.
I mean, spike down, round over.
On the floor. Molly goes through, but the wall will get him out. Nice shot from Ruxic, but he won't get to the site in time. He won't get near it.
Let's go.
Pops out with a classic in hand.
Why do VCT players often not break the Seekers for their teams? Isn't that because in game you don't, you only see your own Seeker, no?
Like this 1-2 punch, like the idea that maybe this
Like
is
sometimes
just
you can kind of like figure out where it is, but and obviously sometimes they're
tree control, because that's why it takes so long. You might look at that and go, why are they planting? You can't.
You see all three?
You don't have any map control at that point. You are surrounded from all positions. You have to try and fight out.
I thought you could kind of hear the other ones, but you didn't see them.
Players, well, in Crystalli's case, at all, and in Sociable's case, very quickly. Got hero up. It's not been very effective so far. I'm quite surprised.
I don't play the game. No, I don't play the fucking game.
Well, he's going to try a bit more of an aggressive stance.
A bit.
So often towards the A side, he's just been smoked out.
What's the self-report on you guys? You guys are playing this game?
Well, he's smoked out and left in a spot where he can't compete towards B instead. So a change of scenery, perhaps, but
as well.
It looks the same.
Crystalli is just walking. This is, it could give a fight in the other
I mean, the
direction,
fact that half of you seem to be disagreeing with each other makes me think I don't think anyone knows.
But it could also be.
I'm seeing about 6 different answers.
It's just going to be on the timing. The op has come back out. This could be it. And no, again, the magic from Filu just isn't there. And while the operator's now in no man's land.
That pit hasn't gone deep enough. Oh my
Jesus.
goodness.
Come on, let's win this. Let's go, so.
Running through the pit. That's just Simon's pit, by the way.
Let's go.
Making it look like his own. A 3-piece on the judge.
Holy MSFN, thanks for the 7 months.
On Navi just played into the hands of FUT as they now sit 12 to 8. 4 chances to close this out, and with an in-zone flawless map 3 looks to be on the horizon.
Again, the impact.
Oh, you can't fault them for that, to be fair. So
that's
painfully close.
It's just horrific when you get wrecked like that by a judge. Wow. I'm sure there's going to be
Sky's ultimate is visible to all players, both teammates and enemies, once the Seekers are close to an enemy. However, the Seekers...
What the fuck are you supposed to do against the judge with Neon?
Well, like by the end of the year, we're going to have a slow-mo of them like running down the beach or something like that.
However, the Seekers are typically invisible to the enemy team while traveling across the map, or becoming visible and audible when they are near their target. Whoever said different, you are wrong.
Wow,
I mean, yeah, so they don't break them because they can't see them.
Down.
So I was right.
Since then, I've won 11 rounds and only lost 2. Looking like a different beast. Kolosha again, one of the 2 rounds they've won is off his back. And it looks like they might just have the 3rd.
No? Why don't they break them? Because they can't see them. Because they're not close enough to see them.
Zeus and the
You can see them if they're close? Yeah, and if you're not then, you can't see them. So that's why they don't break them. Because they can't see them. Because they're not close. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's not like they're going to have their ults online by the end of the half. If we do go to OT. But with how rounds have gone so far, they're feeling confident. Yedishay's already found the first. He'll get on that spike, tapping it at least to draw out a battle or any utility that might still be there. You think the snake bite's going to be on the way, but Colossus spots they're not there. Walk up is perfect from Hero, and
it's a bit messy, but okay, come on, let's close this out.
Release of life for Navi, but 3 more needed in a row. It's not going to be easy. Certainly not with what we've seen so far. As you said, they only had 2 on the attack up to this point. And they were not back-to-back. We haven't seen them get any more than a flash in the pan so far.
Oh, yeah, and most of those are, okay, we have put a flash through, a smoke, and Colossus run through it and got 2 openers. In fact, one of them
once the Seekers does the double speed where it pulses rapidly and makes noise to Sky, you can shoot them.
No one's played Sky in the fucking past, like, 2 years.
I think that's the definition of a flash in the pan. It's not something repeatable every round.
Well, the other thing is, it doesn't even seem half dependent. Like 11 out of 14 rounds now have gone to FUT across, you know, the latter half of the first half into this.
He's gone through the snake.
Let's go, come on.
My goodness, they're looking to put Navi to bed. An attempt to accelerate towards the lamps, but the light's going out slowly on the attacking side.
But yeah, if FUT had no sound, maybe that would have worked. But that was such... Considering the position they was in, that was such a gamble. They ran through an orb and a snake bite, and then they expected their opponents just to go, yeah, I'm not hearing anything. I'm not hearing any steps or any damage. Yeah. Not sure I can even call that a gamble because I don't see a world in which that works.
Have to be Skyrim guards. Must have been the wind. The walk up here from Navi. They have
Sociable's position.
managed to bypass him. He's aware of it. Well, he certainly is now. He got peppered up. But all the while, they're just waiting for Filu to try to get something.
Nice.
Unfortunately, he got triple swung. Being triple swung there when you've made no noise, when your teammates are pressuring and spotted on B. That's going to be a head scratcher. Nice damage. Nice follow-up. But still a 4 versus 2, and Rook's got down to 10 HP.
Holy, the op nade kill.
Time left to get that spike in.
And Sociable came over from Navi. He only wants to play with Crustally. And so came over with a message. Fuck off, old fan, I'll play for free.
The end of that is always the best.
Let's go. Easy. I mean, right, I've got to see. Hold on. Let's get video proof. How do Sky Seekers work? This is what the chat wants to know. New Agent Sky 5 years ago. Shall we watch this? But it might have changed by then, I'm not sure. Think it's changed since this point?
Hello gamers, what's going on?
Hello gamers!
Valorant Act 2 has come to its end now, and it's time for Act 3. It will be releasing
I
pretty
spelled their name wrong.
Heal, Flash, and has the tools to find enemy locations and conquer. Her ultimate ability is called Seekers, which allows her to send out 3 Seekers to find the 3 closest enemy locations. If a Seeker reaches to a target, it will near sight them for a few seconds. So, enemies either have to get flashed or shoot it down to avoid it. Either way, they have to give up their location.
I think this is going to tell us.
She needs 6 ultimate points to pop up her ultimate.
6 ult points, remember those days? Are Seekers green or yellow? See, I think that's a trick question, because I would say for an ally they're green, but this is kind of yellow, no? For those of you who weren't here earlier, is a tennis ball yellow or is it green? I think that's brown.
They have to give up their location.
It's kind of, yeah, I'd say that's I mean, I get what you mean. Like, this part is kind of like brownish, but this part is yellow. I don't even know why I engaged in that Seekers debate at all. Like as if a pro player who could see all the Seekers all the time wouldn't just shoot them all the time. Right, Redeem? We need to do VFL things first. Where was I up to? I think I was up to Borp 18219. There's one on the YouTube. Oh, here's Borp's team. Oh, yours was that team. Oh, that team's shit. Pretty sure there's one on the YouTube as well. 6879 from Z Gamer. Or Z Gamer. 101 points. Itsu IGL. Crashy 7. Mako, Boaster, Kreven, Freeing, Munchkin, Cushy, Exros. I mean, you don't have any Americas, so that explains it somewhat. But you still got Cushy and Martine to play. I mean, that's kind of cooking, to be honest. You've kind of cooked right there, haven't you? You kept Exros, who got 13, but still kept the double DRX. That's a good team, Z Gamer. Try being more positive. I mean, try being more positive. Let's fucking see you. Let's see this Cheddar Wob. Try being more positive. How many timeouts do you have? Oh, 1. Well, let's make that 2. It counted to 1,800. See you later. Right. I need to go fill up my water. So stare at my FPL team and tell me who I should change.
Hello, I like money.
Right, so... Oh, another super chat. That's not even my team. I've not once sent my team ever. I just pick from the talent leaderboard or top of the week. What? 6879. It's not even your fucking team. You just picked the top fucking team. This guy sends me just the fucking number of the best team this week. Oh, so stupid. Fuck. See, the thing is, if this is my team, then I am having to play Hill against Arsenal and Tavernier against Arsenal. That seems less than ideal. I put a Burnley player in. I put a Burnley player in instead of Rauk, maybe? But you've got Wolves and Bournemouth. You need to sacrifice 2 doublers? No, I don't! Believe in the doublers. I could just believe that Arsenal will be ass. You are right. Could put in O'Reilly and just put in double Bournemouth, but then I still have to play double Bournemouth. Yeah, I know. I know about the rent. Enzo guaranteed not to play this weekend. Well, maybe people get injured in training and then he has to play.
Yes, it's not easy because of limited time, but we tried to put Kolosha into comfortable roles and simplify it as much as we can.
You try and simplify it as much as you can. I don't think there's really simple.
Yeah, I know someone has a VFL sign. Do I just stick with it? Do I stick with the gut? I'll get Tavernier against Arsenal. Bournemouth will score, right? Surely. I'll do the rant. Chill the fuck out. What am I ranting about? Who was it? Sapphire. Feels like regions like South Asia and Japan got the short end in new VCT format. South Asia most likely won't be able to compete internationally. G had a unique roster with upset potential, but new rules could hurt them. Yeah, but it's a bit. What do you want them to do? Like you can't have like, oh, let's separate it all into small regions and then just let people play with whatever rosters they want, because then they'll just all go to whatever they think the easiest region is. Everyone will just be playing the game so that they can fucking get the easiest region. Like, you have to have some sort of rules. Like, will GE get fucked? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. They'll have to have 3 South Asian players, yeah. But will they even be partnered? Who knows? I think the bigger issue is if Global don't get partnered and there's no partner teams. Now, I'm hoping, I don't know this, but I'm hoping that they have... For me, it would make sense if I was right to have at least one partnered org in each sub-region. Because if you don't do that, then what you... Like, you're almost guaranteed that whatever that sub-region is kind of doesn't have a chance. Right? Because the partner teams are guaranteed the money. They're guaranteed to stay in the region. They're guaranteed to have the money. So, even if there is just one partner team in that region, you know, you get the kind of, you know, stability that you're looking for, where an org can invest in Valorant for a long period of time, and therefore for regions which are underdeveloped, like maybe MENA or South Asia, you know, you have a partner team, so you get a chance to develop that talent because they know they're going to stay in the game for longer term, rather than, you know, for instance, if they don't have like a South Asian or MENA partnered org. I mean, we're getting Leo Fario on Plat Chat, so I could ask him this, to be honest. I could ask him, like, is there going to be a partner team in each sub-region? If I don't start renting, is it a refund? I'm not going to get angry about something that I'm not angry about. I mean, that's making me angry. You guys talking shit. They're letting you speak to Leo? Damn fucking right they are. God, first the Sky thing, now this. Shut the fuck up, all of you.
I think.
Go watch someone else's stream. Oh snap! No one's here. Oh, I want my Tory eggs to tell me I'm stupid. Oh, I want Sliggy to say that, you know, people aren't trolling when they are. Go somewhere else.
To the meta, to the way teams are playing and approaching things can favor him, and indeed the team as a whole. For Navi, already they've lost.
Become mad for our entertainment.
Viper's orb is green.
Troll from FUT moving up towards the ramp, and Navi tried.
Tennis balls are yellow.
Tried to scrap. End up losing a player.
Kyle, what color is a tennis ball?
The brakes being pumped. It's been a while since anyone.
People were asking me earlier. I talked about it.
And what did you say?
If you're arguing, if there's
nice hunt or something,
wait, what?
No if.
It's got to be bodies.
Yeah, no if. Here's my take. Something can only be yellow if everybody agrees it's yellow. It's automatically green if there's people talking about it being green or yellow. Because there's always there's people that just can't tell the difference between the colors. People don't have the same color ranges as everyone else. Holy Ruxic, by the way.
Comes up with 3, puts it down to the 1 versus 1.
So my answer then is, if you have people arguing in your chat over if it's green or yellow, it's green. You'll never have anybody arguing over. It's not a terrible take. You never have people arguing over if actual yellow objects are yellow ever.
Fuck off!
Let's go, Filu! Like Navi's jersey, does that look green to you at all?
Of
course not, it's yellow.
Exactly. The yellow is always a 100% fact. There's never anything iffy
that is not
that
true.
actually leans yellow.
What about
Name
gold?
one thing.
Gold.
The last line of defense.
Gold is yellow, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but it's not really. It's not yellow. Yellow, is it? It's gold.
I know,
That's why it's got a different name.
You're not. But between yellow and green, you're never arguing. If it's yellow, it's yellow. If it's green, you argue whether it's yellow or green because people don't have the same. Like I've been to class for this, man.
What class was that?
Oh,
what's the color theory? Media arts. I went to school for comms. Like it was visual.
I got bad news for you. Tennis balls
2-2 on the
are yellow.
extremities. So really the danger
They're not
is
yellow,
Hero,
bro. They're
but a very
green.
reliable player. Unfortunately, he is being closed in on so quickly, and he's being sliced and diced by some.
The Viper's green and red.
I guess he was in more danger than even I thought.
Bro,
Luckily, Bilu's there to cover in that space towards the spawn.
The SOP is getting ready for Masters, it seems.
Well, green and red because the red is fucking
crazy. And what a start to the round, but realistically, can they do anything more with it? Probably not. Also, it's worth noting that that was the one player that only had a pistol. So they didn't lose anything for it.
Yes.
Anything from here is a gun dropped.
That's why they're playing partners on the other sides of the map. Unfortunately, with how the round's gone, Cloric is now isolated, and they've sensed that blood in the water, and they'll close the distance. Sociable inside that smoke, waiting to catch someone, but he's catching bullets instead, catching strays as they spray through that smoke, and well, with him down, they can at least get a
Google
plant.
safety yellow and safety green and then cry yourself to sleep.
I'm actually going to do that on my other screen. Hold on. Safety yellow is a color that looks like yellow. Safety green.
Not even a favorable fight for the bandit on offer.
Safety green looks like one of the ugliest colors I've ever seen.
Taps needed here. That's nicely done by Navi.
I think
Yeah, it's coming up with different colors. I type in safety yellow and it's all the same color. I type in safety green and they're all different.
The buddy system, and while it's just full running backwards from Hero, trying to get out of there. I like it goes straight back to calming again. That's a good teammate.
Split second.
Gave himself a second of shock and then
That's the point?
right back in. But 2-0 start.
No, but I mean, like, the yellow ones were slightly different colors, but the green
where
ones
they
were
like to be.
completely
They
different
kept the
colors.
weapons in hand as well, so
Half of which
just
weren't
like the
green.
last map, these close range guns can be nasty, and it seems like Hero, after having the extra credits to buy in for a rifle, has opted for a second judge.
Of course.
This meta is a nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, something that you could have seen on this map regardless, right? Especially the home turf of Book EFC back in the day. But it is very much
Is everyone doing it?
a double-sided
Double
sword
judge on it.
this one. Because when you have the Neon in its current state, well, you saw what can happen with two barrels of a shorty and a knife can get you a pick like that early on. And Durka, indeed, he was doing some nasty stuff the other day.
Well, FUT been scoping out the map.
I don't understand this yellow argument that Shio or some people in the chat are making. Like, literally, what color is gold closest to? Of, like, the main colors.
No matter where they go here, they end up in the crosshair.
What are they gonna say? Fucking red?
The key player. How much can Zeus get out of this? His timing will be so important.
Exactly. Yellow. Well, but to Shio's argument, it can't be, because yellow can only be yellow.
Zeus has now found none.
Yellow cannot be close to anything else. It's just yellow.
15 seconds.
Oh my god.
They need to get moving. One already comes up Colossus'
8
way.
seconds.
On that Neon, he can just dance and dive, close the angles, and it's getting scary.
Blend! You got blend! You're not blending!
It fucking whiffed so bad that it lost the round.
Why is it always this map that is the melon farm? I don't understand.
It's Colossus to save the day once again.
Yellow can't be close to green, but it simply must be because that tennis ball, anyone with eyes could see that it is clearly in between yellow and green.
Falling back to the site, that's the first part that I love. A really solid call for how to take that defense to the next level, but Colossus
Gold isn't close to anything, it's just darkened yellow. There is no darkened yellow according to these people. Darkened yellow doesn't exist. If it's yellow, it's yellow according to these people.
And then slid back around knowing I just need to buy time. I don't need the fight, especially not in the range.
For trolling.
And he ends up buying literally just enough.
Yeah.
A narrow margin, but wide enough for Navi to slip into a 3-0 lead. And
All caps me.
Ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
But the Prowler as well,
You give him timeout? Fuck 'em.
exactly where to
They're
look.
gone.
And in this case, your opponent's running away with their back turn, so it's just a freebie.
The other thing as well is if you can get the sort of like the crouch timing right, even a bit of range.
It's
it
either
narrows
yellow
the
or green.
pellets
No one
enough.
says
You
my
know,
P is in between yellow and
kill you in
green.
one shot.
And how do you avoid it? Because basically you have to not take map control on the attack at the start of the round. Because
I hope your piss isn't
that could
green.
happen. He could come swinging out. There could be a Prowler coming. And if you don't take map control at the start of the round, you're pretty screwed. So you have to just take a gamble every round.
The great thing now is they've upgraded to a rifle, so he's not doing it, but you don't
Come on,
know
stop.
that.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of a taste of your own medicine, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Even with
Well,
a
that's one way to
stack
make it
of
work. I
players,
mean, always when you get these B splits coming in, playing on site is pretty
Now, there's
bad.
still a decent amount of credits to maybe give this one a go, but guess
Neon
what?
Judge on
It's
this
another
map
Judge
looking
kill.
quite strong.
Hilo at least.
Gonna die
He's
to
gonna
that.
die in a corner.
Yeah. I think you should stop bringing Filu up. Every time you do, he's getting into a bad situation. Need some reactions like this guy. Go on, tell us what he's going to do with his showstopper. Take the start of the round and kill two teammates.
He's going to get 3.
3 on which team? Not specified. But a 3-1 start. FUT answering back, but of course it will not be an easy stride back into the lead or even to neck and neck. But the investment from Navi, it does have some weaknesses to it. One of those is not the judge decisively, and here comes the showstopper. Oh, no!
Wow,
no.
as if he almost got the flick there.
He's fired it at the floor, but sociable on a pedestal.
He's going to get 3 jumps, is what I meant.
Yes,
Nice,
yeah,
Yatu.
you didn't say kills. That's
Why?
not true.
Why?
Oh, Clark on 8 HP.
Why?
A teammate lost in middle. It feels like Rook 6 going to have to carry the heavy load. Zeus's timing's pretty good. Looking for that backstab. The rest of the team just holding on to the heavens. FUT wanted to play slow, but they've done this so much quicker that they can actually afford to. The flying through, well, the steps heard. There is Rook 6 again. There's a spike, but nowhere near as low on time. And eventually the second layer to that flank. It's now onto Kolosha again. And he doesn't get
Let's go.
past, so
Come on.
but
Apart from the
nice
random
from the side
sop
of FUT.
swing and death,
Oh, what a wonderful
That was a good
showstopper
round.
from Filo.
Yeah, absolutely.
If people didn't watch, I can just lie.
Well,
2, 3. Oh, 2.5.
2.5.
2. Does that count as a jump? He didn't technically hit the floor, but he
I
bounced.
suppose, yeah. He got most of the arc of it as well.
There you
We'll give it to you this time. But I will say,
What a read.
oh well, they look pleased at least. Someone's had a word with Crystalli. Those are some
A
great
double-
sky
no,
flashes
no.
to get them in towards the A
Actually
side.
going for a
That's
rifle?
why
Nope.
Gloric had no
Double
idea there was
bucky.
a player behind him. He was full blinded by the one wrapping around the site. Stark difference to what we saw in the previous map where there were a few oopsies from him.
They don't have enough money for 2 judges, so they've gone to 2 buckies.
Yes.
Does it downgrade to 2 shorties after that? It's just how many shotguns can we use in a game?
I would very much hope they don't end up with 2 shorties in the next round, but yeah, maybe the next low buy. That's where they're going to end up. Gloric.
Okay, nice by Clark to insert himself back into where the Skydog just
Pretty
cleared.
good chance of taking you down.
If you're giving close range fights at this point,
well, they did, but they've
Let's
won
go.
it. He's not going back for another one. Well, at least this time the whole team's walking with him.
Zeus could nade any of these angles. But they're not going in that direction. Instead, it's going to be on Kolosha.
So that little neon jump kind of got them.
No noise made. That's going to be enough.
Very dead. I mean, he didn't even
Let's go.
glance towards Vents there. They knew there was a gap. He was
Don't
just
love this
gambling
against
that
Nico.
He'd at least see someone taking space on ramp
It
before
worked,
they
but
fully pushed
it's
up
an
like that, but
unnecessary
dead
risk.
wrong about that. And now FUT have full control. 5 players sitting, waiting for a low buy to come their way. And you have to
Holy, let's not overheat.
Containment here for Navi. Let the spike explode. Try to make it costly as they exit. Hero's already managed to find himself one.
It's not even like, other than Crystalli, there's nobody that can even gain an ultimate. And you know that their weaponry sucks. If anything, the best thing you could do is somehow lock them into a position and not let them die to the spike, so that they don't have any credits. Instead, well, Yataje will drop one, and Hero, I imagine, will be allowed to die to the spike.
Has he got a rifle there? No, they juggled it backwards. And he realizes that just in time to get into that spike and out of the round. So at least a bit more cash for him to play with. The next, though, 3-3. FUT much quicker to respond this time around. It was a 6-1 deficit before they woke up in the last map. But now, not only hot on Navi's heels, but tying up the scoreline. And that's going to get a timeout from Navi. Evidently, Angel's not happy to see that.
Come on, we can win this now. If FUT wins this, FUT versus Liquid. What are FUT's games after this? They got Liquid, then KC and Heretics. I mean, you could argue they've got the two easiest teams last. But yeah, could be a little 2-0 versus 2-0 against Team Liquid. Weren't you big on Heretics? Nope.
How contacty we've seen it. We saw it early.
Notice he was 9-3. Had a lot of big rounds. Viper's pit.
I'll do my power rankings again.
Showstopper there to get
Probably the depends how much there is to talk about this week. How interesting the games are.
They found that TP at least. One ult not mentioned serves as a recon drone.
You got the judge again and an ult here. Looks like it's going to be a B split. Raze ult and Neon ult. I mean, just send the Raze ult in and Neon after it.
B split still very much the target of this one, but Feelu's off waiting inside B main. It's going to make this awkward for Sociable. The players on mid pushed back by a Prowler, but they're going to take that as a little bit of a signal to go forward.
We're reading the map quite well right now. Oh, the timing of that wasn't great though.
Well, Heroes all they needed.
You have to Neon. I don't love the SOP with the way he's playing.
Oh, and then even the repeat from Kolosha. I think maybe expecting his teammate to come through
at the same time. Sprint the other way. They don't have time.
Nice work though from Cloric again. Doesn't expect a player from his left.
Ah, bro, you've got like teach this guy how to run and jump as Neon. He should be a bait. It should be like the scaling of this should be actually quite easy. It should be like he should go first, right? He should go first, find where that guy is for your Raze to then chase this guy down and ult him, and then you Neon ult and keep jumping around. Like, it actually should be pretty easy to do. For some reason, SOP does not want to do that on Neon. He does not like doing the, like, jumping in, sacrificial lamb type stuff. And I don't know why. Well, they don't have their ult.
That may be the case in the next round as well. Keep in mind, even if they face a low buy, if they get boots on the ground, if the plant comes in,
it's hard. He's a pro player playing Neon the whole time. If you can't do it, then you're not doing your job well. How is he still alive if he got revealed?
Yeah, Flash is leaving them blind. It's whiffy though from Felu. TP gives the kill over to Ruxic. They now know he's in the back corner, no support. He needs to hold the line and he will lose his life. Crystalli with his third of the round. Stunts going through and it is Kolosha alongside Hero. Another round fought back. A nice attempt from Crystalli, but isn't going to be enough. 5-3. The pause this time working in Navi's favor.
What the fuck is that?
Maybe a spot or two left unchecked. I think it was the reposition that came in from Ruxic that caught them off guard, but even still it looked doable.
Felu's been telling them to sit down all game. All series, in fact. Starting to feel earned.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
Oh, the paranoia is actually what gives him away there. SOP left down to 45. Gonna keep his life and get the heal right back up to 100, so only the shield stripped off. That's at least the start. Still that
Good from Yetu,
but more importantly,
good from Navi.
Wrapping up behind, but catches the rope and the slow descent into the vent. Not what you want to see when Cloric sat there waiting.
Oh, they don't know about the judge. They've only seen Cloric there, so they expected somebody to
Bro,
be
just
there
go the other way.
with a judge.
What are we doing? You just have to take this 1v1 and win it.
Still an aggressive fight from Filu. Is there going to be the swing?
Nice.
Will, and Social, as said, throughout this game has just had his number.
Smoke CT.
Every single time it feels like
Smoke CT.
that's been a one-sided battle. Hero not able to land the shot. It will be a post-spawn.
That would be a bad pit if Hero did that.
To throw in the pit.
Okay, 3v3.
He's going to do it from inside the snake bite, that little bit safer to get close.
You can hear him.
And look at how much coverage this gets. The entire site cleared out. He even steps out of the pit while it's going up. Unfortunately,
Nice.
flank is going to be dealt with, but with the pit on site, it comes down to Kalasha. With a judge here, he stands a great chance, especially when the tap comes in. Those players forced to close the distance, forced to move into the pit. Heroes come through.
Holy, let's go, SOP. Let's go. Come on.
Popping the ult, the danger was too much to be left unchecked. Yet it was too much to push as well. A round found, 4 foot. An immediate answer back, and well, considering a lot of this kind of went wrong for them. The pressure in vents especially was not in their favor to start out this round.
Maybe Filu can...
double by SOP in the end.
I think he's put himself in a strange spot there, Filu. He's kind of put himself in a half and half spot, which is not real. Like when you've got your teammates are all kind of on this side and you're alone. I think you either want to go forward or try and go back before they get there. He kind of just stuck himself in the half and half spot, but then it becomes quite difficult for you, I think.
Now they've pushed site. What do you do with it? Well, you get shot in the head.
Yeah, not a lot, it seems. Both players within that side have been fallen. Fake TP utilized, and you can see that Cloric is a little wary that someone was around this angle, hoping for the spam, maybe to try and deny a planter if it was more open, but instead right to the back of the site.
A fully play on site.
This never goes well, man, when you're all in the pit.
Going back in with that operator.
But they don't know that. They don't know they're all in the pit, do they?
They do. They're here now. They have a heaven control as well.
They're waiting inside the pit, waiting for someone to try and make a move. That's a lot of
What
damage.
is Rux? Fucker!
Crystalli again is just playing that defender. Another missed shot from Filu as well, and it's all about trying to get out and save that operator, but his opponent, Assault, was looking to try and hunt him down. Clark, while getting out of there, seems to be the end goal.
SOP is chasing him down. Go, go. They know now that he should be in that corner.
Nice.
Holy shit.
You shut him down from above. Style points added. As again, we go neck and neck. 3 for 3, 2 for 2.
You still have the op.
That's a good question, I suppose. Especially we're seeing some different faces in terms of compositions. Filu going back to the duelist here as well. The next half sees him tested on the attack alongside Kalasha. Do you have a minimum? Like, have Navi already met the expectations here, or does the second half worry you?
Oh, did he leg him? He did.
An early battle.
Oh, and then SOP looked like he wasn't like quite ready for that.
Hit that operator
Well, he just got tagged by the boombot.
I think I'd like to
They
see
do escape the raid
especially with the double duelist that has at times been a little bit sketchy. I think they'd prefer to go in with that lead, have a little bit of a wiggle room, but with only having the operator in here alongside a judge and a few pistols, this is one you'd expect FUT to win, but expectations and reality have been few and far between when it comes to this map.
Navi have certainly made a gamble.
They somehow have guessed completely right, leaving the op completely alone.
The same spot, holding hands on backside. Ruxic was on his way over here as well. This is what you expect, right? These gamble plays when you've got less invested, less weaponry to work with. In fact, you look at the 3 players over there, it's a judge and 2 pistols. The op left to hold its own on B. With the man advantage
Don't love the judge backside.
They just need to trade this out, and that is a very doable task. Already the Molly's going to go in towards Ram, stopping anybody else from coming to meet them, and now diving into back site, you find out that there's three. A hard way to realize that you've been read one way or another.
I think the fight is 100 HP, so he dies through the wall to the Sheriff. Anyone else would have not died.
Players at the back of the site getting into the late round, and it just feels like when they don't give the fights over to FUT, that FUT just almost burn down the clock themselves. They're too busy waiting for someone to take a swing, to take a risk, and...
Oh, no!
Oh, no, indeed.
I think that would have been the second the judge shot as well. Like, the flash, I like Cristalli in that moment going, okay, we need the site, we're low on time, flash in, and I'll get Hero. He's on his own there.
Yeah.
Then you see three people,
Up goes to the AWP.
You're done.
Oh, no. Elo has just been wrecked. Genuinely, a lot of these low buys have looked better for Navi. They take risks instead. Now there's going to be a singular player on the side trying to... No! The ult!
I mean, he's lucky the shorty is busted.
No fear with any shotgun in hand. All that decay, all that...
But it should be good here, you would think. I think should be good for one.
Sop still up close. Seekers even going to give him the information. They're going to shoot the Seekers, and they're not going to expect him to be there.
Nice from Cristalli. Nice round from him.
That strong, but strong enough.
6-6 half. This time I'm a bit less confident because they're not playing a chamber. They are playing the double duelist.
3 for me, 2 for you, 2 for me, 1 for you. It's looking like 1 for me. A 6-6, unless Rooksick. Well, unless he can defy time.
It's going to be a very symmetrical leaderboard. We'd love to see it top to bottom. 3-3, 2-2, 1-1, like you said. The trades back and forth, and indeed the same for the maps. 6-6.
Come on, come on.
We go into the second.
Let's do this. Let's win this. My company didn't hire my friend for a job, Saj. Who do you work for? C9? Oh, that's a joke. If it was C9, they would hire him. Which just showed me a TurboTax ad. I'm unemployed. Well, now they'll know not to show you that ad. Now you've told them. What the hell is this? Boss... Break time equals win time. I don't even know what that was. Did I do all the VFL? I think I did. If not, someone tell me now. That's on EDG farming their group. Yeah, the Euronerf definitely helped.
That's the spite! The overheat moment!
Constantly! Thanks for the tier 1. I mean, the thing, like, will EDG be good though when they get to London? Probably not. Will they farm a group? Yeah, probably. Yeah, they are also pretty good at Fracture. And, like, they farmed China on Fracture quite a few times. And yeah, Lotus is historically a good map for them. I do genuinely think it's an underrated part of like why teams are good or bad is just like what maps are they comfortable on and are they in the pool. Like for instance, for Fnatic, if there's ever a map pool where Sunset, Pearl, and Breeze aren't in it, and I guess that Breeze is okay now, but like historically,
incredible pickup.
Like, they're probably going to be pretty good.
Add to Navi's collection. The question is,
because essentially, like, they have a free ban.
A victory, put themselves 2-0, or is it going to be up?
Oh, why, man? We cannot win these pistols.
That we didn't really expect to be there. Sociable looking to try and fight back. He's taking much damage on the backside. And well, there's been a lot of damage
across
heal?
The board. No.
Zeus low, him low, Chloric low, Kolosha. We do see ourselves in an almost even 4v4.
All ghosts. Interesting to see that, like, on some maps it's very sheriff-pilled, but split, not so much.
Look to reaggress.
Oh, no.
Zeus, 30 HP. He'll go down
Okay, he
so
somehow
fast,
got
but not
one.
before he drops Filu. Cloric and Kolosha being the players that were tagged up earlier.
Okay,
Hero
Crystalli has
in a
started to
pistol
push out
round,
A.
Again, might be the one that has to carry this banner all the way to a 7-6 scoreline. They are still standing eagerly by. Sociable on the site. Yetage dropping
the hero,
now. All
maybe.
eyes on B main. FUT think that's where the hit's coming in.
Don't you dare.
Don't know how good their read is. Sociable, safe from the
Okay,
reveal.
he got one.
They'll find one.
SJ needs one as
to be
well.
dealt with as the wraparound comes in.
Needs
from
one.
Crystalli. Yetage just wants to buy time. He's not looking for a fight, but Navi are the wraparound
Turn
unexpected.
around, man.
They have no idea where Crystalli is, and he is closing the distance. Hero caught reloading. That's the full HP player down. And that plant position could cause some issues, especially now that Crystalli knows exactly where Kolosha is. The flash popped, and look how low.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
In the open. It's an
Let's go, Crystalli.
For Crystalli.
Hell yeah.
That flash was literally perfect. He used
That's
his own
my
utility
boy.
against him, trapped in a tunnel, and when he's revealed, he has nowhere to look. An important pistol for the side.
That was not great to
I said
just
2 are in this
completely
group,
bait
like,
Ruxic by the whole
definitely
rest of the
between
team.
the two of the groups. I feel like there's the potential for every single match to end up competitive. Teams happy to make changes, to take risks, to try and improve, and well, two very different looks of the coaching staff, but only a round difference.
Come on.
And as we've seen
Come on.
so much of this game, it has been a complete back and forth.
Yeah, nothing is a given when it comes to this game.
Damage.
Even with the pistols, even with the early damage, you got to tighten the ship to convert these round wins. Put early mid control, orbs up, but they're turning their back. It looks like they've caught him just in time. Hero was about to slip through, thread the needle, but they were ready for
Zeus.
it. Damage done up into heaven onto Zeus. Sociable's walking back out. It's a little bit risky. They've got to break their way back out to meet him. That's exactly what they do. Flooding the site just as the plant
This
comes
is
down.
how you beat an anti-eco. You don't get overly greedy. You're trying to like stop the plant or whatever. You take your time, you play as a team, you fight as a team, and you win the round.
Lead extended.
And they have no, and you survive the first bit of utility. They've only got one round of utility. You survive that, and then you play as a team, and then you win.
Exactly what you want to see from FUT as well, because they did buy a gun onto every single player. This is one of the maps where I think that's absolutely fine. As said, a lot, on the defense, especially, you got so many tight angles where that gun isn't even that much of a detriment to the rifles that will be on the other side. But also with how many sort of like silly rounds we've seen lost, I like the idea that everybody's going to have a weapon to fight with.
And with the lead, 8-6, it's not like they're coming in with a lot
Yeah,
of
they've
pressure.
come for a
to win
bit
this
of a
round.
stack
Like
here
the
towards the
road
A
play
site.
At the very start of the round, Navi are down below in sewers, waiting for this dog to go by.
Yeah, I was about to say someone has to go up because otherwise he can just dive down.
That's perfect though. Hero being the one to do it.
Yeah.
Initially the idea was to dodge a flash. The dog comes in. Now Hero goes to break it. That's the guy
gonna
that
leave
lurks
Sop here.
normally. In this setup, in this composition, you'll see it a million times.
And they put a Prowler B.
So this is where now you start to think Initiator B, Lurker A, okay, Rotate comes in. And now 4 players on that side of the map, it leaves all of this pressure onto Sop. Now, Sop does
They
have
might
a
just go
judge,
to site if this Viper
and
wall
it
doesn't
is a
go.
matter of timing for him to slip down behind them. You could see if he just walked, he'd have 3 with their back turned. He has no way of knowing that. 9 times out of 10, he would just be throwing his life away. But with the wall, Navi
Nice
make
call
it
by
to
Navi,
site,
but they
and
haven't taken
now
a ton of
it's gonna be
space here.
bit more difficult to use the weaker weapons.
Depends though, they might be looking just to try and isolate the players that are in the back line. That's exactly what
Nice.
they're doing. They want to kill off the rotators. I think he has an idea that maybe there's a second one, but instead goes back the other way. In fact,
Because he
it's a
playing
long
fucking gun game, could have won the round.
thought about at least from Cloric, but with Hero doing enough, he's going to go back to right where he was. Doesn't need to join up with his teammates just yet. Crystalli
Oh,
does
he's
well.
actually done a
Sociable
pretty good job
also
there.
on the trade up, but that time is ticking.
Oh, yes, he gave away his position. Oh, hold on.
Quickly, and now that's the most dangerous one.
Hold up, hold up.
Let's go. Let's go. On your feet.
On the map.
But it was anything but that.
Huge props to Yedeje.
This is the most important game for them, right?
Walling himself off and stands with his back turned to sight, looking at the flank. They had killed the flanker.
Yeah, flipping Navi because you're facing what? Liquid, Carbon Core, and Heretics?
To the vents,
hella
to the
important.
sewers, and still he was like,
Easy.
spotting Chloric and allowing them to go straight onto that diffuse, applying the pressure and avoiding being back.
Dude, FUT at London, you're gonna go crazy.
Oh, FUT get to London? Oh, that
I'm
will
not
be
sure what
funny.
gave it away because, as far as I can tell, they didn't see him.
They're gonna use you for some content. Holy shit, you're about to get fucking
when he was running back.
Yeah, I think they heard him.
Full schedule.
Because they didn't know he was there till that moment. Then that's tragic. But of course, he didn't have that info.
But yeah, they were 100% convinced.
Does the FUT coach like Ranting? He doesn't like Brent. I mean, you must be talking about Bambino.
A weaker purchase. Saying that, a hero rifle has been purchased by the man with the name. See if he can do any damage with it. So, this time he decides maybe not sliding into the entirety of the team. Instead, he's going to try and hold ground towards the side.
Oh, what?
Awkward.
Your ankles, non-existent. Your brain,
but even as he's invisible, he
given
can
the
dive
sociable.
through smokes. To the
What the fuck?
He has managed to bypass
What are you doing, bro? Just run.
He's blocked off that side. Zeus with the trade. Hero is going to go through.
Didn't plant the spike.
Gone and a reveal.
Surely. Let's go.
Leviosa.
Pit expended. A few guns gone.
Because they're rising up.
And a 10th round for FUT.
As much as I'll always say I don't want to see a Viper run out of the pit, I think there are exceptions, and you see it there. Spikes down in the open. It's probably your time to step on out, but that's really unfortunate, especially after the initial fight is won by Ruxic like that. He had a weapon right beside him, but how quick Zeus was to go, no. You don't get a second there, because if Ruxic gets a rifle, then we're in major trouble. So he pounces on him for the trade while that Sheriff's still in play. Takes back the space and wins the round as a result. Double digits for FUT. It's been a close fought battle so far. But now they now find themselves in a very
Not GG,
round.
but certainly a good position to be in.
Miles ahead of you.
Ruxic's walking it. Ruxic's trying to walk. There's such a bold play as the smoker on that side. Clearly feeling like some risks need to be taken on this attack from Navi, but quickly put back into place. Showstopper. Almost just being used in an attempt to save the energy. I don't know if it's going to work. And now almost needs to be a trade.
I mean, bro, that's gotta be illegal.
Yeah, no trade, no nothing. What the fuck is this?
I'm talking about the neons. Jump one way, slide the other.
Oh.
There's no fucking way you turned back around at that point. Did they hear him?
Yeah, because he's like,
would have been a different game we used earlier. Cristalli. Oh, he's watching the
sprint
ropes.
behind.
The spike got its way. 33 HP on Cristalli, but he trades blows with Filu. Down to 51, down to 0 as the spike falls.
Should know this guy's got an A site.
Left. Nowhere for Ruxic to go. He had his TP, his ult moments ago, but it was used. And
nice!
Into FUT. Something that hasn't been working for
Sociables at the wheel. Tell me how good does it feel? We've got Cristalli, Sop, and Zeus. We're not worried because all three got shoes. Yes, Jay is handsome and tall. He'll kill them all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sociables at the wheel. Tell me how good does it feel?
As a player going back to kickoff,
I'm tired.
Like we knew that. Well, it looked like they needed a change.
Let's go.
The lesson here that Filu shouldn't play Duelist. I think that's a somewhat strange lesson. I think they clearly are struggling here on this attack side a bit, but I mean, again, they're playing with a sub, so you know, it's tough. Nurse, he's awake. Ban that guy. They should pick up comeback? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Leaving in 10 mins? Yeah, I'll leave after... Well, yeah, I'll end the stream after this map. I will be back for Americas, though. So, if you're a Sentinels fan, Sentinels! Yay! Sentinels! Actually, the Americas games are very good, so you should want to watch them.
To see the monitors tilted. It hasn't affected Hero's performance, that's for sure, but you get the level on stage.
Next week is a battle for the top. Get ready to step in, glue buddy.
A very important piece of utility if they put it in this round.
Oh, I'm ready. Nice, Zeus. Get out, buddy.
They save it for the next. In goes
nice.
Kolosha, out goes Kolosha.
What's happening?
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. You just run. Maybe you didn't know it was Molly. What are you trying to do there? Like, you know there's at least two. You've heard them use Zuko.
Nice.
What is that range, man?
What's coming on the other side?
Yeah, well, he has lights.
Oh, he has lights.
He has lights.
Me then, bro.
Likely for the next, and well, good luck, Cloric. Is he stepping back? He knows he has to. He knows he has to try and step back. The flash in support.
Bro.
It's almost like
actual Five Nights at Freddy's, man. Like, what is this?
Let me check the camera real quick.
How are my FUT guys' social BNZs doing? I just got here from
pretty good.
Do as much damage as he can.
What was the repeat?
A lot of respect.
Write one of those songs for my teams as well.
I mean, this is the guy.
Get them to pay me.
Gets the 5K.
For the judge, I mean, he could sprint down here. They'd react.
Wait, you're giving him a gap?
Before that squad does, and already you can see Sociable is starting to wrap back. They've realized now that he's gone down through the sewers, but he doesn't know that they've put those pieces together just yet. Cloric, if he's caught in the open with a judge,
he's got a fucking judge.
Kill, but he's got that sheriff
yeah, the best weapon in the game.
He does not have time.
Yeah,
not for this specific scenario. I don't.
I know. I'm trolling.
Come on, 6 chances. Let's win this. Let's win this.
Maybe if he gets a kill,
Then these frauds home.
Great, but if not, nothing else. Yeah, it's not the first two. Okay, that happened. It's the third one where Zeus is looking at an enemy and goes, "I'm gonna blast back away." He showed mercy. He was like, you know what?
He did.
You did walls for free.
I don't want to kill this man. Sop, on the other hand, I don't think he's learned mercy yet. He is very young, 18, only just able to play in the league. Mercy may come next year.
I love how most people are screaming. I mean, we got like stars open.
Kevin MFM, thanks for the 45 months. 40 rupees to ask if I have room temperature IQ.
And RIP in peace for the 2027 VCT watch party schedule.
They're backing it up with actions on the server as well as on the stage. 1 out of 6, all that FUT need to claim this series and put themselves 2-0.
Yeah, room temp and Kelvin.
Phenomenal start to stage 1 to this project that.
Just for that one, Nick.
Again, we come into this, SOP highly anticipated, but really it feels like Sociable, the highlight of this squad.
Boardman is mourning that you get another win.
Was he streaming?
He's hate watching
like
FUT.
this is remarkable.
Is Baldy streaming?
I mean, how good does it feel?
The Seeker,
you gotta film the rest.
He's being blanked, a done deal.
My internet died, but we won anyway. It's fine. It's actually fine. We are unable to raid Shire wager at this. Well, you can go wherever you want. Go to Shio. I'm not sure I can raid anyone because my internet's not working.